And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the bi-district round of the Class 3A Division I football playoffs. It's Alec Reyes and Drellin Fussell on the call with you this evening. We apologize for the late start to the game as we were experiencing some technical difficulties here at Bulldog Field in Jasper, as it is 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Ball is spotted on their own 30-yard line. Riley Rambula, the shotgun, dropping back to pass. He's going to connect with Kiwi Dill in the flats at the 36-yard line for connection of 6 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down after the first play of the game. Lumberjacks wearing their all-white uniform tonight with their red helmet, red letters, and red numbers, and the Orangefield Bobcats with their orange jerseys with the white numbers, white letters, the white helmet, and white pants. Draylon, it's bi-district football. Get another of action here from Bulldog Field in Jasper. Let's take a moment to thank all of our sponsors for the season: Terrell Church's Agency, Mueller Inc., Cotton Co., PPR Industrial, C4 Media, the Diboll Jackbackers. Is on 1st and 10. Lumberjacks line up in the shotgun. Riley Rambler with a 3-step drop. He's looking deep over the left side for his intended target. It was Aaron Robbins, but the pass going to come up incomplete. Good coverage on the play there by Orangefield. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Rambula trying to get a Diboll receiver down the sideline there. Orangefield's all over that wide receiver, just no room, nowhere to drop a football in. Pretty good pass right there, just really, really good defense. So Diboll's going to have to come up with something different here on 2nd down and 10. Alec, I wouldn't mind seeing them go back to that running game that's working so well here early.
Let's see what the Jacks can do here on 2nd down and 10 with the 2 receivers set right, one to the left. H-back lined up left side is Riley Rambula. We'll hand it off to the freshman Ty Jones as he bursts up the middle, and he is going to be brought down at the shoestring right at the 28-yard line, as Jones is just going to need about 4 more yards for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Well, 3rd down and short here for the Jacks. Another nice run up the middle there. Hopefully that keeps happening all night long. If Diboll can move the ball on the ground, we know how much more effective they are as an offense. That run game is a very important piece of the puzzle for the Lumberjacks here tonight, and especially against this high-powered Orangefield offense.
So here we go, 3rd down and 4 for the Lumberjacks, as the Rambula is just going to hand it off to Jones, who lowers the shoulder, plows forward. He'll be brought down right at the 23-yard line. He needed to get the 24, so therefore Ty Jones has the Lumberjack 1st down.
Just another handoff right up the middle once again. Jones just putting his head down and making a nice run right there and pounding away, picks up another 1st down for the Lumberjacks. 1st down and 10 yards to go at the 24-yard line. And for those who don't know, we are outside on top of the press box, so you may hear a lot of crowd noise, may hear some loudspeakers and megaphones and things tonight, but just bear with us. We're going to do the best we can, give you guys a good broadcast.
Absolutely, Draylon. As on 1st and 10, it's going to be a trip set for Riley Rambula, and he's going to hand it off to his cousin Xander as he's going to plow forward, and he will be brought down right in the red zone, right at the 20-yard line for a tough pickup of 3 yards in the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, Diboll's front line doing a really good job keeping people out of the backfield. Orangefield starting to blitz off the edge to try to put a halt to this running game, but the Lumberjacks are doing a very good job in the middle, just moving that pile forward. Orangefield's going to have to try to get some sort of penetration against Diboll if they want to keep this running game shut down. Diboll's looking good so far. I like what I'm seeing early on from the Lumberjacks and that big offensive line.
8:32 left to play here in the 1st quarter. We're scoreless as it's the 1st drive of the game for the Riley Rambula and the Lumberjacks. As on 2nd down, is going to hand it off to Xander, and Xander is going to get a yard on the play. They're going to go ahead and give him forward progress down to the 19-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 yards to go here for the Lumberjacks.
Orangefield starting to press up in that box a little bit further. Hold Diboll to about a gain of 2 on that one. So 3rd down and 6 here for the Jacks. And this is your first kind of big test early on. 3rd down and medium here for the Lumberjacks. And yeah, if I'm Morrison, I'm playing for 2 downs. I mean, you really have anything at your disposal here. You can try a run. You can try a play action quarterback rollout, something. You really give yourself 2 opportunities. Just don't lose yardage right here.
Third down and 6 from the 19-yard line of Orangefield. Riley Rambler with a play-action pass, and he's going to connect with Aaron Robbins on the curl route, and he's going to run around Orangefield defenders into the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks.
Yeah, very nice job right there. Great play call, play-action pass, and Aaron Robbins one-on-one on this near side, and he runs a slant route, and Orangefield defender nowhere near him. Riley kind of lays the ball up there nice and soft, and Robbins catches it and just runs around to the inside of the safety who was coming over to try and help the cornerback, and he gets into the end zone untouched to get an early lead for Diboll.
Ivan Gomez, the freshman place kicker, on for the extra point try. Aiden Morris is the holder. The kick is up, and it is good. Diboll drawing first blood here in the bi-district round as they lead 7-0 with 7:29 remaining in the first quarter. You're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Insurance has been a proud supporter of Diboll Lumberjack athletics for over 30 years. From the Lumberjack Cups of the 90s and the touchdown footballs of the 2000s, Terrell Insurance has been there for the Jacks. Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Lumberjack fans off the field as well. For all of your insurance needs, visit Terrell Insurance in Diboll.
So it's the Diboll Lumberjacks on the board first as Riley Rambula connected with Aaron Robbins on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The extra point by Ivan Gomez, Orangefield Bobcats, and the by-end play led by second-year head coach Jeff Bro. He led them to a district championship last year, and he led them this year to a second-place finish, only falling behind Hardin, and he's 16-5 overall. He came over from LCM, and before that he was at Beaumont Westbrook, where he went to the 2018 state championship where they fell to Longview. It was on 1st and 10. The quarterback, Carson Gonzalez, is just going to hand it off to his running back as he's going to plow forward for a pickup of 3 on the play to bring up second down from the 40-yard line of Orangefield.
Just a little quick straight-ahead handoff there, zone read type play. Orangefield just pushes it up the middle for about 2.5 yards, right at 3 yards there. Brings up second down and 7 for the Bobcats.
So the Bobcats going to line up in the shotgun. This is what their offense is like now after the coaching changes 2 years ago. Is Gonzalez going to roll to his right, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended target, who's in the flats, going to come up incomplete. So it's going to bring up third down and 7 to go here for Orangefield. Intended target that time was Ryan McAlpin.
All right, big opportunity here for the Lumberjacks early in this ball game. You have a chance for Diboll to get an early stop and get the ball back and try to turn this game in their favor early on, maybe go up by 2 scores.
And here we go. Is on third down. Carson Gonzalez is going to drop back to pass. He's looking back to McAlpin, and he's going to overthrow him. Pass going to come up incomplete as there was nothing but green grass in front of him. So it's going to be a 3-and-out forced here by the Lumberjack defense. And here comes the punt team for Orangefield.
Very nice play call there by the Bobcats. Actually, they have their receivers crisscross over here on the near side, and receiver running down the sideline on a wheel route actually comes open, beats his defender, but the quarterback leads him a little bit too long, overthrows the ball by about 3 or 4 yards, and Diboll forces a 3-and-out early here in the first quarter.
So the punter's just going to boot this one away as Tyrese McMillan will field it at his own 16-yard line. He moves around the near side. He slips, but he recovers himself, and he's going to be brought down at his own 29-yard line for a good return there, and it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks on their second drive of the night.
Well, here we go, Alec. Offense does their job on the first drive of the game. Defense does its job on the first drive of the game. Next thing you know, Diboll sitting here with a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter, and are really about halfway through the first quarter. And you have an opportunity, if you can capitalize on this momentum, to go down and potentially go up by 2 scores on this favored Orangefield team early in the ball game. So like what I see from Diboll so far. Looks like Morrison's got the boys ready to play here tonight.
So here comes the Lumberjack offense, 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. They are moving left to right for those of you listening on the live stream as Riley Rambula hands it off to Xander Rambula, who found a hole, but he's going to be brought down from behind by the defensive lineman of Orangefield as he's brought down at the 32-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and about 7 to go here. Making the stop for the Bobcats was Victor Martinez.
Xander jumps through a hole late there. Orangefield kind of had everything bottled up, and then the hole opens up late, and Xander jumps through it for a 3-yard gain. Luckily for Orangefield, they had a guy coming from behind and got him around the ankles as he burst through that hole, or we could have seen a much bigger gain there by Xander. So Diboll moving the ball here. Orangefield's playing that 3-man defensive front, and Diboll seems to like the matchup.
On second down, they're going to go back to the workhorse Xander, as Xander will be brought down they're going to spot him at the 37-yard line, as he's going to need 2 more yards here for a first down. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 here for Diboll.
Another nice job. I keep saying it, keep going back to it. Another nice job by that offensive line, man. They're moving inside very well, and moving that Orangefield defensive line off the ball right now. Orangefield trying to go with that 3-man front. This is similar to what Teague did last week. Up until the end of the first half, and then they realized that they just could not keep Diboll from moving the football that way and had to adjust. So this is an interesting clash of styles right here.
So here we go, 3rd down and 2 for the Lumberjacks with 5 minutes left in the first quarter, as it's going to be another handoff up the gut to Xander Rambula. Powell being pushed forward, and Xander is going to get just enough needed for a first down for the Lumberjacks.
It's very close. I mean, he got hit in the backfield, kept his legs moving, and was able to push that pile and just get just enough for a first down. I'm actually surprised they didn't measure that, Alex, but hey, I ain't complaining about it. You know what I mean? So brings up first down and 10 for the Lumberjacks, and Orangefield's really starting to they're playing that 3-4 defense. They're really starting to get those linebackers up next to the line of scrimmage. Wouldn't surprise me to see some play action coming here pretty quick.
Here we go on 1st and 10. Riley Rambula's going to fake the bubble screen. He fakes it again. The flag's going to be thrown. He's going to connect with Kiwi Dill on the far side on the curl route. It should be a first down, but let's see what this call is. It was thrown by the referee back at the original line of scrimmage. This could be a hold.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a hold 9 times out of 10. That's the case. Really like what Riley did right there. They ran that fake bubble screen and tried to hit the rail route going up the sideline. Orangefield was not interested in the bubble screen at all. They did not bite whatsoever, had the safety and the corner deep. Well, Riley sees that. Instead of forcing the ball into coverage, just kind of rolls to his left a little bit. And once Dill plants his foot in the ground, works back to the quarterback, he hits Kiwi Dill for a what would have been an 11-yard gain if not for the holding penalty. So I like what I see there from the young quarterback. You can definitely tell he's matured, and the game's slowing down for him a little bit, unlike early in the season.
Absolutely. His progression this season has been phenomenal, as Lumberjacks fouled the ball 1st and 20 back at their own 29-yard line after the holding call. So Riley Rambler is just going to keep it himself on the zone read, running around the far side, and he'll be slammed out of bounds near the 32-yard line. So a little bit of deja vu, because that's exactly where the ball was spotted on second down the previous drive. Well, here we go, second down and about 17 to go here for Diboll.
Yeah, I like what Riley's doing there. You know, trying to change it up, trying to mix the look up. Orangefield's, like I say, they've really got those outside linebackers crashing down hard. Inside linebackers are going forward, trying to get penetration. So I like that decision. He didn't get a whole lot of yardage there, just 3-yard gain, but pull that ball and give them a different look, and let's see what we can do on second down.
Second down and 15 for the Lumberjacks. 2 receivers set to the right. The outside receiver comes in motion left, and then back outside is Riley Rambula. It's going to roll to his right, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended target, Eli Terrell. It's coming in on the flat. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 to go here for Diboll with 3:24 remaining in the first quarter.
That was another nice throw by Riley right there. Nice play call. I like the motion, and we motion it into the backfield and then use the motion receiver to actually seal off that backside, roll Riley to the right. He hits Terrell on a look like a drag route coming across the middle, but defender for Orangefield does a really nice job getting there right as the ball gets there and bats it away with his free arm. So very nice defensive play right there on a decent offensive play for Diboll at 3rd down and long here.
Here we go on 3rd down and 15. Riley Rambula with a 3-step drop. He's looking for Aaron Robbins, and he underthrows it, and the pass is going to come up incomplete. He's actually going on the other receiver who I didn't see, Tyrese McMillan, but good coverage there from Orangefield, and it's going to bring out the punt unit for Diboll.
Just nice defense right there. Orangefield, they get up the field and force Riley to step up. He does a nice job stepping up in the pocket and just tries to hit Tyrese with kind of a back shoulder fade ball down the seam right there. Tyrese goes up and tries to get the ball, but it's defended well by Orangefield. Just a nice defensive series there that once the holding call back Diboll up.
So Eli Terrell's on to punt this one away as it was nearly blocked, but Eli's able to get this punt oftentimes. It's going to roll and be downed at the 42-yard line of Orangefield. So Orangefield with decent field position to work with here on their second drive of the game with 3:09 remaining here in the first quarter of action.
All right, so defense needs to come out here. You know, offense got set back by that holding penalty, kind of stalled everything out on a drive that after the first play you were thinking, oh, this could be pretty promising. Diboll looks to be continuing some momentum, but holding penalty sets us back. We can't recover from that, so need the defense to kind of pick us up right here and do what they did in the first drive, which is force Orangefield to punt and get the ball back for the good guys.
So here we go on 1st down and 10. Carson Gonzalez is going to line up in the pistol, and he's just going to hand it off to his running back, Mason Manning, who bounced it outside, and he's going to run out of bounds inside Diboll territory to the 44-yard line, and he's going to get a 1st down off of that run.
Yep, simple straight-ahead handoff there, goes to the right side. And Diboll looks to have it bottled up right there at first, but running back kind of stops his feet behind the line of scrimmage and then shoots around or squirts around the right side, gets outside. Oh, okay, maybe that's how he got outside. We got a holding call over there against Orangefield that is going to back them up. And it looks like the holding call happened right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 10 yards from right at the line of scrimmage, bring up 1st down and 20 for the Bobcats. That'll help Diboll out.
Yep, so after the holding call on Orangefield, they'll now have it 1st and 20 at their own 32-yard line as a result. So Carson Gonzalez going back to the pistol set with Manning lined up behind him. He's going to bring his slot receiver in motion, but Manning will get the handoff. He bounces it back outside, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Tyrese McMillan at the 40-yard line for a pickup of 7 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 13 for Orangefield.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good play, good pickup there for Orangefield. But if we're being honest, that should have been back-to-back holding calls because the tight end had an absolute lock on DeCarlos Sanchez over here, would not let him break free. So, but 2nd down and long for Orangefield.
Gonzalez in the shotgun. It's a play-action pass, and he's looking over the middle for his target. He connects with him at the 48-yard line. He's going to be spotted right at the 1st down as on the reception that time for the Bobcats is Kyron Morrow.
Nice little route there. Little play-action kind of skinny post route similar to what Diboll ran on the goal line. Orangefield completes the pass. Receiver takes a big hit, holds on to the football, 1st down and 10.
So on 1st and 10, Gonzalez is going to hand it back off to Manning, who's making nice jukes and cuts, and he finds a hole and another 1st down as he's brought down by Aiden Morris and DeCarlos Sanchez at the Diboll 36-yard line. So Orangefield putting together a really good drive here thus far.
Yeah, they get to the 2nd level right there. Linebackers, I'm not sure if they were blocked or how they got them sealed off, but he busts through to the 3rd level. And Morris, who just delivered one big hit, has to grab on and take a ride and try to deliver another one.
Then they're going to go back to Manning on 1st and 10, but this time Jamarcus Nieves and the defensive line for Diboll are there to stop him in his tracks. And Manning's going to pick up nothing on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for Orangefield with 1:50 remaining in the first quarter.
Jamarcus that's a kind of a power play similar to what Teague was trying to run last week. Just like in the game against Teague last week, Diboll's defensive ends do a great job of pinching down and laying a hat on those pulling linemen. And Orangefield can't get anything going there at the line of scrimmage.
Orangefield's going to open a trip set on 2nd down to the left side, and Gonzalez is going to connect with his intended target, and it's going to be it's going to be an incomplete pass as it was in and out of his hands as he went back to Kyron Morrow on that route, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 after the incompletion on the slant route.
Yeah, actually a heads-up play by the quarterback right there. Went back to the same play, tried to go back to the same wide receiver, and if he'd have just slung that ball in there, that was about to be an interception by Aiden Morris and going back the other way. Quarterback reads the safety and still throws the football, but he throws it to the backside shoulder of the wide receiver, and wide receiver is able to get his hands on it, but Morris does a nice job batting it away. Brings up 3rd down and long here for the Jacks.
On 3rd down and 10, Orangefield lines up with 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Gonzalez dropping back to pass, and he's looking for Morrow, but instead it's going to be intercepted by the Lumberjacks. Aiden Morris coming up with the interception, and the Lumberjacks forcing their first turnover on the night as Morris records his 2nd interception of the season.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Orangefield watched tape of that Teague game last week, and they said, well, look, Diboll can't cover a drag route, and Teague's killing them with a drag route, Well, 3rd down and long, Orangefield tries to run a drag route, and Aiden Morris said, I've had enough of this crap, and he comes downhill very nicely, undercuts the wide receiver, makes a great interception, high points the football in front of the wide receiver on a good pass. Just a really nice play by Morris.
So here comes the Lumberjack offense on 1st down and 10. They'll line up with the trips receiver set to the left, and getting the handoff is Xander Rambula, who plows forward for a pickup of 4 on the play, and it's going to bring up 2nd down at the Diboll 36-yard line.
Is again just a quick little handoff. Let's pick up 3-4 yards right there from our workhorse, Xander Rambula. Diboll still trying to land those body blows here early in the game with 48 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Trying to soften up the belly of that defense so that those 3 or 4 yard gains turn into 7, 8, 9, 10 yard gains later in the 2nd half.
Lumberjacks bringing the huddle on 2nd down and 7. The trips receiver set lined up left. Xander lined up to the left side of his cousin. It's going to be a bubble screen to Aaron Robbins, and he finds a hole and he's going to run through it, and he will be pushed out of bounds inside Orangefield territory all the way to the 46-yard line is where they're going to spot him, and it's going to be a big play and a 1st down for the Lumberjacks.
Nice little pass right there, a little play-action bubble screen, whips it out, and 1 broken tackle. We get upfield and get up the sideline, and 1st down and 10. Lumberjacks at the 45 is going to take a 7-0 lead into the 2nd quarter.
So that is where we will leave off as Diboll ahead 7-0 as both teams heading back to the sidelines. And we'll take a timeout as well as you're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Attention East Texas. When it comes to welding, fabrication, hydroblasting, sandblasting, vacuum truck services, and plant maintenance, there's only one name you need to know: PPR Industrial Services. Located in Lufkin, Texas, PPR delivers top-quality services with 24/7 support. With a mission to exceed customer expectations, PPR focuses on safety and excellence in every job. Call them today at 936-676-0982 and let PPR handle your toughest projects. PPR Industrial Services, where quality matters.
Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Diboll Lumberjack athletics for over 30 years. From the Lumberjack Cups of the 90s and the touchdown footballs of the 2000s, Terrell Insurance has been there for the Jacks. Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Lumberjack fans off the field as well. For all of your insurance needs, visit Terrell Insurance in Diboll.
So we're about to get the 2nd quarter started here as the Diboll Lumberjacks lead the Orangefield Bobcats 7-0 as they're going to be moving right to left now. 1st and 10 from the Orangefield 45-yard line. As Riley Rambler is going to take it himself on the quarterback keep around the right side. He's got a 1st down. He's going to lower the shoulder out of bounds. Riley wants to take some physicality on this run. He's going to pick up 13 after that. It's going to be another 1st down for Diboll.
I really like that play right there. Riley has shown a willingness to run here in the last few weeks, and Diboll's had issues with some of the teams they're playing, working really hard to try to blitz off the edges. This time they use the running back as their lead blocker, and they get Riley around that right side, and there's just nobody left to take him because running back gets that outside linebacker, and very nice play there. Big first down for Diboll.
So on 1st and 10 at the Orangefield 30-yard line, the 2 receivers set left, 1 to the right as Aaron Robbins comes in motion. And getting the handoff is Xander Rambler's running around the hole, and he's going to stiff arm a defender and carry him all the way down into the red zone at the 20-yard line. And it's going to be another first down for the Lumberjacks, 3 in a row on this drive.
Another nice wrinkle there by the offense. You bring Aaron Robbins in motion, bring him all the way across the formation. He stops outside the tackle. They snap the ball. He blocks that outside linebacker. Arambula takes the handoff and breaks it back to the left side. Another big 10-yard gain, another first down. Really like what I'm seeing here offensively from the Lumberjacks. A lot of imagination and some new plays that we haven't seen most of the year.
On 1st and 10 at the Orangefield 20-yard line, Riley Arambula line up in a 2 receiver set to the right, 1 to the left, and it's going to be another zone read for Arambula. He's just going to take it himself, lower the shoulder, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Riley Arambula taking it himself from 20 yards out.
Just a very nice read. Great play right there from number 7. Zone read, he keeps it, takes it around the right side, gets a big block from the slot receiver over there. Once he gets past that slot receiver, he's 5 yards from the end zone. There's no way you're keeping him out. He's he's kind of a longer, tall kid, and gets some good contact at the goal line, falls in for a touchdown.
Before Ivan Gomez can get his extra point try, there's early movement up front, but the Lumberjacks back on the board, 13-0, as Riley Arambula scored on a 20-yard touchdown run. That's his 4th touchdown run of the season and his 3rd in the last 3 games that we've played thus far, as we're waiting the official call from the referee as there's an illegal procedure called against Orangefield. So we're still gonna get the extra point try from Ivan Gomez here.
Referee confused his own crew there. They started marking 5 yards off against Diboll, but it should just be a half the distance penalty. Not sure what Orangefield had going on, if they were clapping their hands or faking snaps or what. So Diboll's going to decline the penalty. We're going to go ahead and kick the extra point here.
Alrighty. So Ivan Gomez lining up. Ethan McFarland, the long snapper. Aiden Morris, the holder. And Ivan Gomez's kick is up, and once again, it is good. So Diboll extends their lead 14-0 with 11:07 remaining here in the second quarter of action in the District round of the playoffs. You're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Made in America. A simple idea that means everything at Mueller Metal Roofs and Buildings. It means local branches, dealing with friends and neighbors you trust. It means innovation, leading the way with better solutions. It means caring about our products and even more about the people who use them. It means pride in a job well done. Mueller, made in America, made to last.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest.
Ivan Gomez teeing it up here for the Lumberjack kickoff unit and the Orangefield return unit on the field as well. He's back deep to receive this at their own 15-yard line. On the near side is Kyler Green. Opposite of him is Kason Click. As the kickoff unit for Diboll breaks as Gomez gets set up. His first kick was a short sky-high pooch kick, and this one's going to be a little deeper, and this one will be fielded by Click at his own 15-yard line. So he retreats just a bit, and he's going to run around the inside, and he might have Green, and he does. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him, and there is no flags. This is going to go down as an 85-yard kick return touchdown for Orangefield.
Nice kick there by the Lumberjacks all the way down to the 15 in the corner, but just not enough coverage gets down there. Two guys were in the neighborhood, but kind of both ended up bunched into the same zone. And once he got through that that first line, kid really turned the jets on, hit up that far sideline, the Diboll sideline, and just really turned the jets on, exploded. And once he got free, nobody was catching him. Nice job. Really well blocked by the Bobcats.
So now the Orangefield Bobcats looking to cut their deficit down to 7 after this extra point, pending this extra point try. But it looks like the Bobcats are having substitution issues on the field goal unit, but they're able to get their person off in time. So the extra point kick is up, and this one is good as Orangefield gets on the board after 85-yard kick return touchdown from Case and Click. Extra point try by the Bobcats is good. So our new score, 14-7, advantage Diboll. You're listening to Diboll Lumberjack Football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Diboll Lumberjack athletics for over 30 years. From the Lumberjack Cups of the 90s and the touchdown footballs of the 2000s, Terrell Insurance has been there for the Jacks. Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Lumberjack fans off the field as well. For all of your insurance needs, visit Terrell Insurance in Diboll.
So Orangefield getting set to kick it away as they get on the scoreboard here with 10:52 left in the second quarter. It's going to be a short sky-high kick fielded at the 34-yard line by Aiden Morris. And he's going to run around the defenders, and he's going to make some cuts, and he's going to be brought down from behind inside the Orangefield 39-yard line. It almost looked like he was going to break free for 6, but he's going to get a really good return on this nonetheless.
Yeah, I believe if he'd actually tried to go left instead of right there with that last gunner, or safety player there at about the 35-yard line, if he had tried to go left instead of right, I think he might have scored, or at least gotten very, very close to it. We almost had back-to-back kick returns there. So first down and 10, Jacks at the 40-yard line got a chance to answer quickly after that long kick return by the Bobcats.
So here comes the Lumberjack offense as they're out here for their fourth series of the night offensively. As Riley Rambler's in the shotgun, he's going to drop back to pass. He's looking deep for Aaron Robbins. He's going to go over his shoulder, incomplete, but he was being interfered with all day long, and there comes the flag from the near side official on the coverage for Orangefield, Cole Sanchez.
Well, Orangefield doesn't like the call. The coaches are going to say that that's not catchable, but the kid had his hand on Robbins' shoulder the entire time, was pulling back on him pretty hard. I think he's definitely going to get the call here. I could definitely see the Orangefield coach's argument, but that being said, kid was clearly interfering, and then once their feet got tangled up, he had to throw the flag. So I can see what the coaches are saying, but it is what it is. A little bit too much pushing and shoving down there. Big first down for the Jacks, though, Alec. First and 10, 25-yard line of the Bobcats, potentially going in to score one more time. Really like everything I'm seeing from Red and White tonight.
Absolutely, Draylon. They're putting all the pieces together and just pulling out all the stops here in this new season with the playoffs starting. As on first and 10 for the Lumberjacks, they'll line up with a trips receiver set to the right side. In at running back offset is Xander Rambula, and he's going to get the handoff, and he's going to burst forward, and he'll be spun down at about the 18-yard line into the red zone. So it's going to be a really good pickup of 7 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 3 for Xander Rambula and the Diboll Lumberjacks.
Yeah, Diboll just continuing to stick and try to run that football just like they have been since this game started. Xander looking really good, looking like a nice, strong runner so far. And Diboll, they're doing what they have to do, Alec. They're playing good defense. They're running the football. That's what you want. If they want to have a chance to win this ball game in the fourth quarter, that's what they're going to have to do. So everything looking good, working well for Diboll right now.
Second down and 4 coming up for the Lumberjacks at the Orangefield 18-yard line. Rambula in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 on the left. Rambula taking a 3-step drop. He's looking left for Aiden Morris, and he's going to overthrow his target, and it's going to come up incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Lumberjacks.
So you can see what Diboll's doing right there, and I like it. You get that big run for 7 yards on 1st down. You're saying, hey, I'm not going to kick a field goal. It's the playoffs. I have 3 downs to make 3 yards right here. So on 2nd down, I'm going to try to take a shot, try to get a fade route, try to get Morris in the end zone. Orangefield's defense does a great job, covers that very well. Rambula throws it where nobody can catch it, brings up 3rd down and 3, and you got 2 downs to make a first.
3rd down and 4. They're going to give it to Xander Rambula, who's going to lower the shoulder. He's going to be brought down right at the sticks at the 15-yard line, and they're going to go ahead and give it to him, and it'll be a 1st down for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, just a simple handoff again, and like I say, Orangefield is pinching really hard on those ends, trying to get those outside linebackers into the backfield. But Diboll, the snap's coming quick. They're handing it off quick. Xander's getting right in behind the guard, the center, and the 2 guards, and the Orangefield defenders just cannot get in there quick enough to stop Xander. The center and the guards are doing a great job, and the tackles doing a great job sealing off everything on the inside, and Xander is just exploiting it very well.
1st and 10 Lumberjacks from the Orangefield 15-yard line. It's going to be another keep for Riley Rambula on the zone read, who runs right outside, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 1-yard line, but there was 2 flags thrown on the far side. Let's see what this call is going to be.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Diboll for holding, and I think they're actually going to throw 2 holding flags. One looked like it was maybe at the line of scrimmage, and one about the 20-yard line. So this play is going to be coming back. So there's a holding call there. And, yep, so they're going to replay that down. We're going to move the ball back some yards here. Depending on where that's a spot foul, so depending on where they actually threw the flag at, they'll mark it back here and we'll replay 1st down.
Yep, so they're going to, let's see, is the referee's going to spot it just a yard after a yard behind the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to, got a lucky break there. It's only going to be 1st down and 11 after the holding call. And back at the 16. So with 8:55 left to go, Diboll with a 14-7 lead. It's 1st and 11 from the Orangefield 16-yard line. 2-back set for Riley Rambula. It's going to be a handoff to Ty Jones, who tries to spin out of a tackle, but he's going to be brought down right at the 12-yard line make that the 14-yard line for a pickup of 2 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Once again, Orangefield just trying. This time they bring the corner on a corner blitz from the short side of the field. If Riley sees that and raises up and hits the wide receiver, I believe that was McMillan on that far side. If he just raises up and throws it out there to McMillan, that's probably a touchdown. But he didn't have time. There just wasn't time. It was a really nice time to blitz. But once again, 4 more yards for the Lumberjacks.
2nd down and 8. They're going to go back to that 2-back set, and Ty Jones getting the handoff once again as he breaks the tackle, and he's going to be brought down by a swarm of Bobcats down to the 9-yard line. So the Lumberjacks going to need about 4 more yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Diboll.
Now, once again, so we were back at 1st and 11, picked up 4, picked up another 4, 3.5, 4 here. All of a sudden, we're looking at 3rd down and 4, 3rd down and 3.5 yards. That's manageable. That's what Diboll wants. If you can get 2 yards on 3rd down, you're going to go for it on 4th most likely. Although we are in a situation now where you could kick a field goal, but I don't see Morrison doing it tonight.
To go 3rd and 4 from the Orangefield 9-yard line. 2 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right as that receiver comes in motion, Aaron Robbins. And it's going to be a handoff to A.J. Emmons, but Emmons is stood up immediately and slammed down at the 10-yard line by Caleb Bernard, the linebacker, who made the stop. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5, and here comes the field goal unit for the Lumberjacks.
So, Emmons does not have as much experience as Xander does. He gets that handoff there, and he sees what he thinks is a hole on that right side. But honestly, that's just a linebacker filling a gap right there. He probably needs to break that to the backside, to the left side. But hey, he holds on to the football, gives Diboll an opportunity to extend this lead.
This will be a 26-yard field goal attempt for Ivan Gomez, as Gomez's kick is up, and it is no score remain 14-7 Diboll. with 6:37 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I hate to see that. That's a big momentum shift right there. You lost some momentum. Orangefield's defense finally comes up with a stop here tonight, and you're right there where you can get a field goal. Like I say, if you pick up 2 yards on that third down play, you're definitely going for it. But with Emmons getting hit right at the line of scrimmage, you can understand why Morrison decided to kick the field goal right there and try to take the points. But pulled it to the left, didn't extend the lead. Now it's 14-7 halfway through this second quarter. Diboll's defense needs to step up here and get the ball back.
So 1st and 10 for Orangefield. They're going to line up in a tight pistol set. Carson Gonzalez is going to hand off to Mason Manning. Manning trying to make some cuts, but instead he's going to be met up by a swarm of white jerseys as the Lumberjack defense corrals it for no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Diboll defensive front, man. This is the 3rd game in a row where that defensive line has just been so strong, and the offensive line really. Both sides of the line of scrimmage, they've just been playing really well. Another great job right there, and drops them for no gain.
On 2nd down, Gonzalez going to drop back on a play-action pass, and he's looking deep for Morrow, and he's going to connect with him, and he's going to be brought down right at the Diboll 40-yard line by Aiden Morris. As Lumberjack secondary got beat on that one, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 Orangefield.
Yeah, gets caught looking in the backfield that time. Play action pass. Receiver comes right up the seam there, and Morris recognizes it late, turns around, tries to catch up and get caught up, but just too nice of a throw, too good of a route, too fast of a receiver. He does make the tackle immediately, but a big gain for the Bobcats right there.
Orangefield going quickly on 1st and 10. 2 receivers set to the left as Gonzalez going to roll to his left, and he's looking for Morrow once again, and he connects with him on the out route. He's brought down from behind at the 21-yard line, and it's another 1st down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Orangefield moving quickly now. They're rolling that quarterback out, got a little room at the line of scrimmage, and nice throw right there by the quarterback on the deep out route. Morrison coverage again, just not quite quick enough to get there, and another big 1st down. They're moving down the field quickly here.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the Diboll 21-yard line. It's going to be hand off to Mason Manning from the left side, and he's going to be brought down for another 1st down to the 4-3, make that the 2-yard line of Diboll. Luckily, the Jacks were there to make the stop before he could get into the end zone, but it's 1st and goal Bobcats, and they are going quick.
Yeah, what do you do when you get a couple big gainers through the air? The next thing you do, you start running the football again and try to get some movement that you haven't had all night. Running back takes the handoff, goes around the left end. Nobody home for the Jackson. Big gain right there. 1st and goal to 2. Orangefield knocking on the door very quickly.
So 1st and goal for the Bobcats. Going to line up in the pistol set as it'll be Manning getting the handoff. Manning will dive into the end zone just on a 2-yard touchdown plow.
Simple handoff to the left side there, and Orangefield marches right down the field in less than 2 minutes, or right at 2 minutes right there, and scores a touchdown and potentially ties this ball game up 13-14 right now with extra point to come. Very effective and efficient drive for the Orangefield Bobcats.
So the place kicker is on for the extra point try to tie this up, and the kick is up, and it is good. We got a tie ball game here in Jasper, Texas, as Gavin Gravitt his extra point try is up and good, and we're 14-all here with 4:31 left in the second quarter. Listen to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
America loves a winner. The proof is in our fascination with sports. In the years since Terrell Insurance Agency has been here, we've witnessed 25 World Series championships and Super Bowls. It's a fact that good teams come and go. A team that wins it all one year might finish at the bottom just a few years later. At Terrell Insurance Agency, we pride ourselves on our stability. Through all the years, we've been able to say we are the one, through the good times and the bad. You can count on us. That's a promise from our family to yours. Terrell Insurance Agency, 902 North Temple Drive.
Tyrese McMillan and Kiwi Dill are back deep to receive this this kick, but it's going to be a short kick fielded by Aiden Morris at his own 35-yard line, and Morris will be brought down by the Bobcats at his own 40-yard line. So with 4:26 left to go in the second quarter, let's see what the Lumberjacks offense can do here on 1st and 10.
Well, just had a big 14-point swing, right? Diboll's down, gets inside the 10-yard line, can't punch it in, misses a field goal. Orangefield turns around with a quick 2-minute drive with multiple big plays, goes right down the field, and instead of being down 2 scores, it's a new ball game. It's tied 14-14 with 4 minutes and 26 seconds left here in the second quarter. So I would like to see Diboll respond here. There's no need to get in a hurry. 4.5 minutes is plenty of time. Let's drive down the field and put a touchdown in the end zone here for halftime.
So on 1st and 10, they're going to go to the ground game, as that is snuffed immediately as the Orangefield defense there to corral Xander Rambula on the halfback dive. He's going to get stopped for a loss of 1 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Orangefield's still doing their best. They're sitting in the house. They're trying to get in that backfield. They're basically telling Diboll, hey, we're not scared. We're not scared of your receivers. We don't think you could beat us over the top, so we're going to put 8 in the box and come after your running back and come after your quarterback. So, it's just part of the game, adjustments during the game, and I'm sure we're going to probably see some quick passes and things to try to open this up a little bit.
On 2nd down and 10, it's the two receivers set to the right, one to the left as Riley Rambula rolls to his right, and he's dropping back to pass, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended target, Kiwi Dill, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 after the incompletion.
Yeah, that's on Riley right there. Dill is by that defender and wide open almost immediately off the line of scrimmage. Riley's got to put that ball downfield. Dill's, he's got him beat by 2 steps, stops, comes back to the football and bats the ball away from the defender and keeps us from throwing an interception right there. So, good play. I like the play design. Dill ran a great route, but we got to put the football on him.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 11 situation here for the Lumberjacks. 2 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left for Riley Rambula. As Rambula is going to roll back to his right, and he's going to toss it into the flat to Xander Rambula, and Xander's going to be stopped dead in his tracks in the flats, and it's going to be no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 11, and here comes the punt team for Diboll.
Now, Orangefield doing a good job right there. We try to roll Riley to his right. Orangefield blitzes, anticipates it, brings pressure from the right side. Pressure gets upfield. Riley has to go back, retreat back, and get the ball out quickly to Xander. End up losing a yard on a passing play. So forcing Diboll to punt here and potentially change the game in a big way.
So Eli Terrell with a huge punt, and it's going to roll out of bounds, or it's going to be picked up at the 5-yard line, and the Lumberjack punt return unit is there to stop him dead in his tracks as the return man tried to get some work off of it. It was Morrow getting the return, but it's going to be 1st and 10 Orangefield all the way back at their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, just a magnificent booming punt there from Terrell. Exactly what you needed at this point in time in the ball game. And not only was it a deep booming punt, it also was angled well to the Diboll sideline. Bounces at about the 15 and rolls to the 5, and the kid picks it up at the last minute and tries to do something with it, but Diboll's punt team down there does a great job corralling him. Very nice job. That's exactly what you needed from your special teams. But with only 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half here, defense has got to step up and make a play.
We'll see what they could do. As on 1st and 10, Carson Gonzalez lines up in the pistol as he hands it off to Mason Manning. Manning trying to find running room, which he will, and he's going to be brought down at the 9-yard line for a pickup of 3 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Bobcats. And let's see if they can get one more play in before the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, he wanted to break it outside that time. Nice job by DeCarlos Sanchez holding at the line of scrimmage and forcing him to turn it back in and for a 2.5-3 yard gain. Good defensive play there by the Lumberjacks.
From 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats. Back in the pistol. Manning getting the handoff once again. Makes a cut inside and then back outside and then back inside. and he's going to plow forward for a pickup of about 3 on the play, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute timeout as he is stopped at the 12-yard line by a swarm of Lumberjacks. So we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout as well. Listen to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Made in America. A simple idea that means everything at Mueller Metal Roofs and Buildings. It means local branches, dealing with friends and neighbors you trust. It means innovation, leading the way with better solutions. It means caring about our products and even more about the people who use them. It means pride in a job well done. Mueller, made in America, made to last.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what she used to.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 situation for Orangefield at their own 12-yard line with 2 minutes left here in the second quarter from Bulldogs Field in Jasper, Texas, in the bi-district round of the Class 3A Division I playoffs. 2-seed Orangefield out of District 10 facing 3-seed Diboll out of District 9 as on 3rd down and 3, Carson Gonzalez dropping back to pass, and he's going to go to the curl route, and it's going to come up incomplete for his intended target that time, as it was Kyron Morrow who was the intended target, but it was a bullet pass from Carson Gonzalez, just goes through his hands, incomplete, and here comes the punt team for Orangefield.
Yeah, Gonzalez does us a big favor right there. They set that up nicely, bring trips to that side, inside receiver, furthest inside receiver runs a bubble, middleman runs a little hook route, and then outside receiver runs deep. And they had him open, quarterback throws it into the ground, punt time for Orangefield.
Terry McMillan is camping out at about his own 45-yard line to field this Orangefield punt. He's just going to let this one roll, and it will be downed at the 47-yard line because it hit the punt, hit the backside of a Orangefield player. So instead of being downed at the 41 where the roll ended, it'll be stopped 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. So Lumberjacks with really good field position to work with here with 1:47 left in this first half.
Yeah, I mean that's a good job by your defense. Forces that 3 and out right when you need it here. Can't afford Orangefield going down the field and scoring there because they get the ball after halftime. Diboll got the first possession of the game. So 1:47 seconds left here, and Diboll still potentially has the opportunity to go down and score and try to take a lead going into halftime.
So here comes the Lumberjack offense on 1st and 10. Riley Rambula is in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Xander Rambula on the counter. And Xander is going to be brought down at the Orangefield 49-yard line for a pickup of 5 on the play to bring up 2nd down with the clock ticking, 1:35 left in this second quarter.
Just a really nice run by Rambula right there. Takes the handoff, sees the pressure coming from the left side, and cuts it back to the right. Just carries that defender upfield for a 4-yard gain.
So here we go, 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Lumberjacks. The trips receiver set to the right side for Riley Rambula. And Rambula is going to take it himself on the quarterback run. And Rambula is going to get no gain on the play as he stopped right at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 with less than a minute remaining.
That was an interesting play. Not really sure what was happening there, what they were trying to do. I know Rambula tried to roll out to his right side, but just not much room over there, and tried to turn it up and stop for no gain. Just kind of a disjointed play right there.
3rd down and 6, going to flip the formation this time. Rambula rolling left. He's looking deep for Keevy Dill. He underthrows it, and it's intercepted by the Bobcats as coming in, biting on the route, getting the pick was Kason Click, who had the kick return earlier, and he's got himself an INT.
And they went to that fake bubble screen, try to throw it deep again. This time they get Dill open, but Rambula just does not have the arm to get it there. He tries to get it outside, leaves it too far inside. Safety comes over and high points the football and gets an interception there with 31 seconds left before halftime. From the looks of things, it looks like Orangefield's going to come out and try to see how far down the field they can get, see if maybe they can get in field goal position or get a cheap touchdown.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Orangefield after the interception on their own 20-yard line, as they're going to have a twins formations on both sides. As Gonzalez dropping back to pass, he's just going to clock this and throw it into the dirt when the clock will stop at 27 seconds.
Pass intended for number 2, Mason Manning.
That's an interesting play. You can see he's trying to hit someone on this right side, and then throws the ball into the ground, and then so he's outside the pocket. But I think what the referee's going to say is that he didn't. Okay, so apparently there was a receiver right there, but he didn't throw it to the line of scrimmage, so I think that's why he got the penalty initially. The ball has to get past the line of scrimmage. So, but anyways, there was nobody there. Diboll does a really nice job. They were in zone coverage, and McMillan and Chavis combine over here on this near side to cover that play really well.
So they'll wave off the flag for Carson Gonzalez as they'll break the huddle on 2nd down and 10 with 27 seconds left in this second quarter. Lumberjacks with the 4-man front defensively, and it's going to be a handoff to Manning. Manning bouncing it outside. He breaks the tackle, and he will not spin out of the tackle of Aiden Chavis, but it's a big gain on the play, and the Bobcats will have it 3rd down and 2 from their own 28-yard line, and the clock ticking with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, just tried a quick handoff there. He tries to break it around the right side, get to the outside, which he does. Chavis slows him up nicely, and then McMillan gets him on the ground right in front of the sideline. So after one half of football, Alec, we're all tied up. We might as well not even play that half. It's 14-14, might as well be 0-0. Diboll and Orangefield in a good one here tonight in Jasper.
Yes, sir, absolutely. As after 2 quarters going into halftime, it's Diboll Lumberjacks 14, Orangefield Bobcats 14. We'll be right back to give you guys a first half recap as you're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Diboll Lumberjack athletics for over 30 years. From the Lumberjack Cups of the 90s and the touchdown footballs of the 2000s, Terrell Insurance has been there for the Jacks. Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Lumberjack fans off the field as well. For all of your insurance needs, visit Terrell Insurance in Diboll.
Attention East Texas businesses. Are you looking to reach a dedicated and engaged local audience? The Diboll Sports broadcast is the perfect opportunity for you. Our broadcasts are the heartbeat of Diboll Sports, connecting passionate fans with businesses just like yours. When you advertise with us, you're not just placing an ad, you're becoming a part of the community. With Diboll Sports broadcast, your message will be heard by thousands of listeners who live, work, and shop right here in East Texas. Contact Jared at C4 Media Productions today. Visit c4mediapros.com or give us a call at 936-304-0707 to learn more. Diboll Sports Broadcast. We are your hometown heartbeat.
Made in America. A simple idea that means everything at Mueller Metal Roofs and Buildings. It means local branches, dealing with friends and neighbors you trust. It means innovation, leading the way with better solutions. It means caring about our products and even more about the people who use them. It means pride in a job well done. Mueller, made in America, made to last.
Attention East Texas. When it comes to welding, fabrication, hydroblasting, sandblasting, vacuum truck services, and plant maintenance, there's only one name you need to know: PPR Industrial Services. Located in Lufkin, Texas, PPR delivers top quality services with 24/7 support. With a mission to exceed customer expectations, PPR focuses on safety and excellence in every job. Call them today at 936-676-0982 and let PPR handle your toughest projects. PPR Industrial Services, where quality matters.
C4 Media Productions proudly supports the Diboll Lumberjacks. Based at 205 North Temple, we are your one-stop shop for all of your video and social media needs. Whether you need a captivating TV commercial or a full social media marketing strategy to help drive sales, we've got you covered. Call us at 936-304-0707 or visit c4mediapros.com. C4 Media Productions. Reliable service, amazing results.
So our halftime score from Bulldog Field in Jasper, Texas, it's the Diboll Lumberjacks and Orangefield Bobcats tied up 14-all. As we take a look at how we got here, as Lumberjacks drew first blood on the first drive of the game, as Riley Rambula connected with Aaron Robbins on a 19-yard touchdown pass to go up 7-0. And then in the second quarter, Diboll extended that 14-0 lead as Riley Rambula took it himself on a 20-yard touchdown run. And then following that, Kason Click for Orangefield got some momentum going for the Bobcats as he took it 85 yards to the house on a kick return touchdown to put the Bobcats on the board for the first time this evening. And then then Mason Manning plowed it on a 2-yard touchdown run, and that's how we got to our score. But score doesn't say it all, but the score pretty much says it. I mean, it is a very even ball game. There's one drive where the Lumberjacks had an interception. The Bobcats had an interception here too, and it's just every so often defenses making stops when they need to, and that's how we get to where we're at right now here in the first after 2 quarters of play. So, Draylon, just gonna go ahead and turn it over to you and just go ahead and share what you liked and didn't like from that first half of action.
I'll tell you what I liked. I liked the way Diboll's playing football, specifically on the defensive side of the ball, but offensively as well, man. This is a good Orangefield Bobcats team. You know, they're 8-2 for a reason. They've lost a couple of tough games. This is a team that went, and absolutely whipped Woodville early in the season. So this is a very good football team, and Diboll has really played. Morrison and company have played their game. They've played their style, ground and pound, play really good defense, pound the ball on the ground, throw passes when you need to, keep the defense off balance. But overall, man, just a very impressive game so far for the Lumberjacks. Would really like to see them keep it up. If it wasn't for that big kickoff return right now, I mean, you're talking about 14-7 to Diboll. If they hit that field goal, that's 17 points right there. It really could be a totally different ball game. Diboll's played a very good first half, so just got to keep that stinger up, got to keep that momentum, and go in at halftime, make your adjustments, listen to your coaches, come back out with that same fire, that same passion you had in the first half, and dedication to your craft. I mean, you just can't say enough about the defense, Alec. This Orangefield team has a lot of weapons. Maybe not as many weapons as what we've seen out of teams like Fairfield, or maybe not as many as Palestine Westwood, but they do have a lot of weapons. And Diboll's just done a very good job defensively. Very impressed tonight with what they've done and keeping Orangefield's defense as well off balance and scoring. Really like what Morrison's done so far in this ball game, and really hope the Lumberjacks can finish strong.
Absolutely, Draylon. Just reiterating what you were talking about. Offensively, I do like seeing the new formations that we're seeing tonight and some of the new plays that we're seeing with counters, and Riley and Rambula getting to tote the rock a little bit tonight and embracing the physicality as well. It's not often that you see a quarterback lowering the shoulder on his runs, and that's what Riley does. Like, if sometimes you're in a panic when you see a quarterback do that, but Riley embraces that and welcomes the physicality, so that's cool to see. And then just seeing the different formations that we've seen with the 2-back looks and getting our workhorses just some carries, as well as we've seen AJ Emmons, Ty Jones, and Sander Rambula coming back after an injury last week. Just seeing our stable of running backs getting some good action tonight, and then defensively just making the stops when they need to. They bended a little bit here and there, but they haven't broke, and we'll see if they can continue to keep fighting going forward into this second half of play going forward. So pending tonight's results, the winner of tonight's game will get the Franklin Lions, as the Franklin Lions are number 1 in the Dave Campbell's Texas football rankings. They handled Hallettsville last night by a score of 51-27 in Tomball. So awaiting on the other side of the playoff bracket is waiting on the next round is the Franklin Lions, number 1 team in Class 3A Division I for a reason. And just looking overall at Region 3 as a whole, Region 3 is stacked, and you are a really good team if you can make it out of the region, because I saw this stat, Draylon, but since 2017, Region 3 has been represented in every state championship game, as we had Rockdale win it in 2017, back-to-back years with Grandview in 2018 and 19, Hallettsville, led by Jonathan Brooks, losing it in the 2020 state championship. Lorena winning it in 2021. Franklin going back in 2022 and 23, and then Columbus winning it last year. And Columbus is number 3 in the rankings as well. So if you can make it out of Region 3, you are an excellent football team, possibly a state championship football team.
Well, there's no doubt about that. This is the toughest region in 3A football, period. Hands down, 3A Division 1 specifically, it's the toughest region. If you get out of this region, there's a very good chance that you're going to win the state championship. You're certainly going to show well in the state championship. It's been like that for as long as I can remember. Region 3's always been tough. This particular region that Diboll's played in has always been tough. There's no doubt Diboll's had some really good football teams in the past. I mean, all the way back to before I played, we've had some really good football teams. And just never been able to get out of the region. And it's because it is so deep, it is so strong. There's so much athleticism around the state, or around this part of the state, that it's just an extremely difficult task. Just this year, I mean, we're talking over Orangefield's right now, just based off what I'm seeing tonight. Now, this could be a mirage. I'm not saying Orangefield's not a great team, not saying they don't have a great defense, because I think they have a lot of athletes. They look great out there. But just knowing what Franklin likes to do, Franklin's going to take you down to the ground. They're going to pound you all night long. And I think Diboll actually defensively probably matches up a little better than Orangefield does. But, Orangefield's a really good football team, and Diboll's got to get past this really good football.
Number 8 in the state for a reason. And again, just adding to the resume of an already impressive Region 3. So, again, it's just really excellent football from both teams that we're seeing tonight, and what can go down. I do want to emphasize tonight that we do not have a coaches show, as Jared wasn't able to get a conversation with Coach Morrison in this week as he was out sick. So we apologize for that for the coaches show, and we also apologize for the earlier mishap with the connection issues and restarting the stream. But we appreciate you guys for bearing with us and for listening in on the Diboll Sports Broadcast YouTube channel onto our live stream. We appreciate you, Mr. Jim Morrison, for listening in, and those of you who are listening in near and far. We appreciate the engagement on the live chats. Please be sure to drop a comment. Let us know where you're listening in from. We could possibly shout you out on the broadcast as well. So we appreciate all of you who have been listening in this evening for this Bajajik round of the football playoffs. So keeping it on the just keeping it here. Draylon, do you have any area scores in the Bajajik round that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just going back to that talk about how tough Region 3 can be in these lower classifications, we don't have a lot of big score. District champions go out last night and have to play an Overton team that's 4th in their district. Well, Overton has lost to 3 of the best teams in 1A, Mount Enterprise, Lovelady, and Grapeland.
Grapeland, yeah.
Mount Enterprise, Lovelady, and Grapeland. Those 4 teams are all in a district together. So somebody had to be the 4th team. It just happened to be Overton. Well, they come out and they spank Westabine, who won their district. And all of a sudden you're saying, well, is Overton that good or is Westabine bad? Well, Overton's probably just that good. They have 4 losses. Price Carlisle, who's winning their playoff game right now, is the 4th loss that they have. So this is just a really tough area.
10.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a big one. Yeah. Port Arthur Memorial, who was in the same district as Lufkin, 42-0 over Galena Park last night. Let's see. Lovelady, that's one of those teams we were just talking about that beat Overton all over Evadale, 55-14 in the second quarter. Nacogdoches, they have a tough one tonight against Port Neches Groves, who is one of the odds-on favorites to win the state championship in 5A. They're down 31-0 late in the second quarter, moving towards halftime. Barbers Hill up 11-0 on Houston Waltrip. That is going to be one to watch. Barbers Hill coming out of Lufkin's district. Tyler Chapel Hill up 11-10 over Bridge City. Longview Pine Tree up big 21-0 on Lumberton right now. Longview Pine Tree has had a very good season. Looks like a very solid team this year. Anahuac in a dogfight with Fairfield right there, Alec. That's a bit surprising. Anahuac being a team that has that really struggled this year during the regular season. But late in the second quarter, 14-14 with the Fairfield Eagles. That will be one to watch as we move on into the night to see if there's a potential upset alert right there. ARP over Kuntz, 14-0. Mount Enterprise, who is my pick, my favorite out of this region to win Field's district, were the district champs. They are up 16-0 on the Crockett Bulldogs at halftime.
Excellent scores from around the area. Some surprises in there as well.
So I mean, that's two teams. Gilmer with a lot of history coming out of their district over there with state championships and long playoff runs. Athens kind of resurgent here in the last couple of years, playing a lot better. And that's a nice close game with Gilmer potentially pulling an upset. That could be a big one tonight. So a lot of good football being played across East Texas, man. It's always this is my favorite time of year, November. The weather's just right, you know. MLB's just ended. Football's really, high school football's gearing up for that playoff push, and college football, everything really matters right now. You know, it's a really nice time of year. So happy to be here with you, my man.
Yes, sir. You got it, Draylon. It's been pretty fun thus far, and let's see if we can continue to call some more games pending tonight's results. So, again, halftime score 14-14 all between Diboll and Orangefield. I'm going to go ahead and let some music play out before we get started with the third quarter.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something. My focus is A1. Every dog has his day. It's been mine since day one. This is real grinding. I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding. And I'm getting hotter too. Talking top two, I'm not a two. You let the pressure bother you when I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. Coming close to me, flow is on atomic. I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out, staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready, we balling out. Yeah, the coldest of teens, they know what we bring. Don't try us. They know what between dreams and silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym. This is target and practice. Yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, all black dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt. Oh, the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
as the Orangefield Bobcats have two return men back deep to receive this kick at their own 15-yard line. They're going to be moving right to left for those of you that are tuning back in after the halftime break. So the kickoff unit breaks. So we're about to get the second half underway as we're tied up 14-14. So here we go. Ivan Gomez. It's a surprise onside kick, but the Orangefield Bobcats are going to field it right at their own 48-yard line as it nearly escaped the front man, but he was able to corral it in time. So the Orangefield Bobcats will have really good field position to work with here on 1st and 10 to start off the second half.
Yeah, I like the aggression by the Lumberjacks, like the aggression by Morrison right there, but ball just happened to go right to the far man on the side there for Orangefield. He initially kind of fumbled it around a little bit, but he was able to corral it and get it under control. And now 1st down and 10 for Orangefield right at the 48-yard line.
So Carson Gonzalez in the shotgun is going to hand it off to Mason Manning, who breaks the tackle, but he will not escape the tackle of the corner as it's Aiden Chavis making the stop. Jamarcus Nieves coming in to clean him up as it's going to be a pickup of 3 on the play down to the Diboll 49-yard line, 2nd down and 7 to go for the Bobcats.
That is the first designed run to the outside that we have seen from Orangefield all night. That is the first time that they've handed the ball off with the goal of getting to the outside and not getting to the inside. So that's an interesting first play call for the Bobcats. We'll have to monitor this as the game goes on, see if they start trying to attack the edges more against the Lumberjacks.
We'll see what they do here on 2nd down and 7 with the 2 receivers set to the left and 1 to the right for Carson Gonzalez. Manning lined up on the right side, H-back, tight end lined up split left as Gonzalez is going to drop back to pass. And he looked directly at his intended target on the curl route, and it's going to come up incomplete. But in the vicinity, and I thought Make going out for an interception would have been Eli Terrell into Carlos Sanchez, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Well, that was a great job right there by the Diboll defensive line. Couldn't get into the backfield. Didn't get in the backfield to the quarterback. Very good job by Big Micah Ibarra to get his hands up and bat that ball down at the line of scrimmage and prevent a 1st down.
On 3rd down and 7 for the Bobcats, it's going to be a zone read for Gonzalez, and bam, he's going to be chopped down by the legs by Aiden Chavis. As if Chavis didn't get there, Gonzalez would have been gone. But instead, it's going to be a 3-and-out here on the first drive of the second half for Orangefield. And their offense is staying on the field.
That is another interesting call or interesting decision right there. Orangefield, that's the first time he's kept that ball on his own read all night. So you can see the Orangefield coaches trying to make adjustments, kind of scratching their head, trying to figure out something that's going to work against this Diboll defensive front. Diboll does a good job, forces a 3-and-out here, 4th down and long for the Bobcats, assuming they punt this.
So they will bring out the punt unit late, as it'll be Caleb Bernard fielding it, and it's bounced by fair caught by Tyrese McMillan, and they thought that he muffed it, but he was able to corral it in time, and the Lumberjacks will have it 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. It could have been a disaster, but luckily they went and let Tyrese have it.
Yeah, McMillan waves for a fair catch right there, but does not get all the way underneath the football. The ball hits right in front of him. He sticks his hands out and actually touches the football there, but he is able to get it under control and make the fair catch. And 1st down and 10 here at the 9.5-yard line for the Jacks, coming out of their own end zone.
So what the Jacks offense can do here offensively with 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, as we're still tied 14-all, as it'll be a handoff to Xander Rambula. This should be a free play as the blitzing linebacker for Orangefield came in just a hair early, and it looks like his head was in the neutral zone. So let's see if this call will go to the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a neutral zone infraction on the Bobcats. Blitzing linebacker couldn't get stopped. Ran right to the line of scrimmage. Head came across the line. So this will be a replay of 1st down, 1st and 5 for the Lumberjacks here early in the 2nd quarter.
The ball will be spotted at the 14-yard line, 1st and 5 after the offside penalty on the Bobcats. So Riley Rambler is coming in from the sideline to relay the play to his offense, as the Lumberjacks will go with 2 receivers lined up to the left. It's Jackson Taylor and Keevy Dill. One to the right, that's Aiden Morris. Eli Terrell in the tight end H-back position. It's going to be a screen pass to the left side to Taylor, and Taylor is going to be met up by nothing but orange jerseys, and he's going to still stood up, but they're going to go ahead and give him forward progress for a gain of 2 on the play, all the way to the, actually going to give him no gain on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 5 for Diboll.
Orangefield, they're working right there. They're working with 1 linebacker in the middle, 2 linebackers on the outside of their defensive line. Until they're trying to get upfield, trying to create penetration, and we whip the ball out to Jackson Taylor right there, trying to get him in space so that he can make a move and maybe gain 2, 3, 4 yards. But just doesn't work out like we want, and no gain on the play.
Second and 5, 2 receivers set right, 1 to the left for Riley Rambula. And Rambula going to keep it himself on the zone read. He's going to find a hole. He's going to be brought down right at the 19-yard line, and Riley will get just enough needed for the first down. Or will they stop him a yard shy? They're going to say he was a yard shy down at the 18, so it'll be 3rd down and 1 after the carry.
Yeah, another smart decision by Riley right there. He cuts it up, takes it to the right side, cuts it up inside the outside linebacker, and gets ahead for a 4-yard gain. Brings up a big 3rd down right here for the Lumberjacks. This is a position where we really need to convert this and get some momentum back on our side here early.
So on third down and 1, it's going to be handoff up the gut to Riley's cousin Xander, and Xander will be down, and he's got the first down as the ball escaped his hands, but Riley handing off to his cousin, and his cousin picks up a real tough yard needed, and he's got it. 1st and 10 Lumberjacks.
Yeah, he busts through the line right there for a 2-yard gain, gets hit and driven back and put on his backside, and the ball comes out as he hits the ground. But he does his job, picks up the first down, gets a new set of downs for the Lumberjacks here, and maybe can start moving things on down the field. That first down's always the hardest, so let's see what the Jacks can do here.
1st and 10 for their own 20-yard line, 7:45 left to go in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a free play again for the Lumberjacks. It's going to be handoff to Ty Jones down to the 25-yard line. And again, once again, a blitzing linebacker coming in early. And, yep, it should be another free real estate for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, that's going to be another offsides penalty. Diboll's changing up the snap count here. Riley's slapping his hands real loud. Once he does, instead of snapping the ball, Diboll just holds, and Orangefield's coming across the line of scrimmage. So Morrison and company trying to keep those outside linebackers from coming upfield so fast and getting into that backfield as quickly. And I mean, it's been a smart adjustment here. I would like to see us kind of go downfield and throw deep on these offsides instead of just handing the ball off.
So it'll be 1st and 5 at the 25-yard line for the Lumberjacks, as they're going to hand the ball off to Ty Jones, the freshman. And Jones going to be stopped for a loss on the play. So this is going to bring up 2nd down and 6 to go here for Diboll.
Eli Terrell is just doing some blocking here on this near side. Player in the crowd calling for a penalty. I'm not sure if they think he's holding or what, and I wasn't watching. So, but right there, just nowhere to go. Running back gets the ball and tries to hit it to the left side. There's just nowhere to go. A little bit too much penetration. So Orangefield doing a better job here early in the second half of getting into the backfield than they were most of the first half.
So it'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the offense, as before we can get anything going, a flag's going to be thrown from the line judge, as this should be a false start called, as there was some early movement coming from the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, they're going to get them for the offense. I guess that's going to be for the offense moving early. He called it, looked like he called encroachment, which is a strange call against the offense. But either way, it was a penalty against the Lumberjacks. Going to move us back 2nd down and 10 for Diboll here.
Yeah, that was a very interesting penalty. You only see that called on the defense, but here in Jasper, apparently not. So the clock ticking with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Second down and 10 situation for the Lumberjacks after the penalty. Ball spotted on their own 20-yard line. They're going to line up with a 2-receiver set to the right and one to the left. And they'll bring the slot receiver in motion, and they're going to go to that slot receiver, Kiwi Dill, as he's getting outside following a blocker. He's going to be pushed out of bounds near his own 28-yard line. So they're going to pick up a lot of lost yardage on that play. And it's going to bring up third down and about 7 to go here for Diboll.
It was a good job just getting that play off. Diboll runs up late, 8 seconds on the play clock. Gets set, sends Dill in motion. He comes across the formation. They snap the ball right as it's ticking. The play clock is ticking to 0. Riley gets the ball over to Dill, who does a good job turning the corner and getting upfield, bringing up this third down and 4 for the Lumberjacks and potentially putting us in position to get a first down here.
The church receiver set to the right for Riley Arambula. And it's going to be handoff to Xander, and Xander will get the first down as he is brought down by the last tackle, by the last defender there for Orangefield at the 34-yard line. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks.
Really nice job by the offensive line there, creating some open space for Xander on that third down play call. Just a little bit of movement side to side on the second down opens things up, slows down those defenders a little bit. And this time we just do a straight handoff to the left side. Offensive line makes a hole. Xander hits the hole, and we have another first down.
So on 1st and 10, it's going to be another handoff to the workhorse Xander, who will bounce it outside, and he keep churning forward for another first down. It's a 10-yard run from the 34-yard line down to the Diboll 44, and it's another first down as the Lumberjacks are working it with 5 minutes left here in the third.
Yeah, just like the past 2 games, the past 2 weeks, we've seen Diboll really try to shorten these football games, which Crockett and Teague really were doing the same thing. Pound the rock, let the clock run, shorten the football game, keep that offense, that explosive offense from the other team off the field, and that's what we're seeing right now. Orangefield comes out, runs some plays, doesn't score. Diboll gets the ball, and now they're just sitting on that thing, trying to run clock here in the third quarter.
Here on 1st and 10, they're going to go with the 2-back look offensively, and it's going to be another handoff to Xander. Xander will pick up a yard on the play down to the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 after the run from the workhorse.
I tell you what I just saw off that play, and I bet they're trying to set this up. Kiwi Dill wrapped around Riley on that play. They hand the ball to Xander, but Dill wraps around Riley almost like he's going to go on a screen or a swing pass to this right side. No one went with Dill. Nobody followed Dill. If I'm Morrison and company, I'm watching that, and I'm saying, hey, here in a minute, we're going to fake this and swing pass it out to Dill and get a big gain.
2nd down and 9, they're going to go back to that formation, and there's the swing pass as you were calling it, and Kiwi Dill can't get anything as the Orangefield Bobcats corral that. They're all over that play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 as it's going to go down as a loss.
Yeah, I think you're trying to exploit that too soon. You see that happen on the play before, and you saw nobody went with him. Well, their coaches are seeing that too, so they're immediately telling their guys, hey, we got to watch that swing pass. So you're going to the well too soon right there. You need to save that for after you get another first down. Unfortunately, they didn't, and that time there were 3 defenders going with Dill after the fake. So 3rd down and long here for Diboll. Need a big play.
3 minutes left in the third quarter, and it's 3rd down and 11 for Diboll at their own 43-yard line. Riley Rambula dropping back to pass. He's looking deep towards Aaron Robinson's direction, and it's going to be an incomplete pass as it was really good coverage there on the play from the Bobcats. It's going to bring up 4th down and 11 for the Lumberjacks.
All told, I think I saw about 4 different penalties on that play, and there wasn't a single flag. So referees are letting them play tonight because both teams committed a couple penalties on that play. I think Xander just horse-collared, tackled, body slammed a defensive end or an outside linebacker, and pretty sure I saw 3 pass interference calls right there. So referees letting them play here as we move into the third quarter. This looks like it's going to be a shank from Eli Terrell. It's going to go out of bounds up around the 35 or 40-yard line.
Yep, so looks like the Lumberjacks ate up 8 minutes of time here in this third quarter of action, as Orangefield only had the ball in that 3-and-out, and then Lumberjacks maintained possession of it, and we've got 2:48 left here in this third quarter of action with the same score as we came into it coming out of the second half, or coming out of halftime, I mean. So something's got to give, as here comes the Orangefield offense coming back out onto the field on 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line after the punt from Eli Terrell. So 2 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right for Carson Gonzalez to bring his slot receiver in motion. Again, the handoff is Manning, as Manning is going to be upended by Eli Terrell at the 39-yard line for a pickup of 4 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats.
Eli Terrell's been doing a lot of blocking on the offensive side of the ball. That time he gets a nice, good stick right there defensively on the running back for Orangefield. They do pick up 4 yards, but it was a hard-earned 4 yards for the Bobcats.
It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats. They'll bring the receiver in motion to the left, and it will be a jet sweep for the receiver, and he's going to throw it deep as they're going to get tricky here, and he's going to find Mason Manning wide open, and he's going to be brought down luckily by Aaron Robbins at the 22-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Bobcats after the trick pass on the reverse. As throwing the ball that time was Case and Click.
Yeah, getting a little, trying something new right there. Bring him in motion, take him around the right side. And they got lucky. Aiden Chavis almost had him down in the backfield, but he just outran Aiden Chavis to the edge, and then nobody covering downfield. Beautiful pass.
On 1st and 10, Carson Gonzalez dropping back to pass. He's going to look in the flat for his receiver, who spins out of a would-be tackle, and then DeCarlos Sanchez comes and stops him at the 9-yard line in the red zone, as making the reception that time was Rylan McAlpin, and it's another 1st down. Make that 1st and goal for Orangefield, and they're knocking on the door with 1:32 left in the third.
It's always interesting watching these teams that have these really good offenses like this. Once they get that first down of the drive, things just happen so much smoother and roll so much better.
And it's going to be a fake reverse, as it'll be Morrow lowering the shoulder, and he's going to be in the end zone for a touchdown, as Orangefield takes their first lead of the night, as Kyron Morrow got it on the jet sweep reverse, and Bobcats go up 20-14.
Yeah, that's just a really nice drive right there by Orangefield. They're, like I say, once they get that first down, things just happen so much more naturally for these explosive offenses, and play caller he really got in his bag right there on that offensive possession. Diboll had no answers. That's a quick score for the Bobcats.
Gavin Gravitt on for the extra point attempt, and the kick is up, and it is good. So the Orangefield Bobcats lead the Diboll Lumberjacks. New score 21-14. As you're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Supporter of Diboll Lumberjack athletics for over 30 years. From the Lumberjack Cups of the 90s and the touchdown footballs of the 2000s, Terrell Insurance has been there for the Jacks. Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Lumberjack fans off the field as well. For all of your insurance needs, visit Terrell Insurance in Diboll.
So Orangefield takes the lead for the first time tonight after a Caleb Morrow 9-yard touchdown run. Extra point try is good. Our new score 21-14 with 1:13 left in the third quarter. As Gravitt's kick, it's going to be a short pooch kick. It'll be fielded by Aiden Morris at his own 23-yard line. He's going to run around the left side into the right side, and he's going to be met up by a swarm of orange jerseys as they're still pushing the pile down. And Aiden Morris still up, but they're going to spot him near the 25-yard line after the return. So it'll bring up 1st and 10, Diboll. We'll see how they can answer this Orangefield score.
Well, no need to panic if you're the Lumberjacks right here. You've been in control of this game most of the night. Had a decent drive going the last time you had the ball until until a penalty sets you back. You know, it's hard to overcome penalties whenever you're trying to sit on the ball and run it and get time off the clock. So no need to panic. Go back to what you were doing. Just do it better this time. Let's walk on down the field. Let's score a touchdown right here.
The ball spotted at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for Riley Rambula and the Lumberjack offense, as he's going to hand it off to his cousin Xander. And Xander will plow forward down to the 33-yard line for a pickup of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 to go here for Diboll.
Not a bad first down play right there. Like I say, we're trying to get that first down and then see what happens. First down, you pick up 3 yards with a nice run there by Rambula, and lean on him. You know, he's gotten us where we've been at, or he's gotten us to where we are in this game. Let's keep leaning on him and put this game on his back.
So it'll be another handoff to Xander. Xander's going to run into a crowd, and he's still stood up, and they're going to go ahead and blow the play dead, but they're going to go ahead and give him a yard on this one down to the 34-yard line, and that should take us to the end of the third as the clock ticks all the way down as we're about to get the 4th quarter started here from Bulldog Field. Orangefield with a 21-14 lead over the Diboll Lumberjacks. So let's see how the rest of this game shapes out as you're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Made in America. A simple idea that means everything at Mueller Metal Roofs and Buildings. It means local branches, dealing with friends and neighbors you trust. It means innovation, leading the way with better solutions. It means caring about our products and even more about the people who use them. It means pride in a job well done. Mueller, made in America, made to last.
Here we go, y'all. It's do or die time as we're about to get the 4th quarter started here at Bulldog Field in Jasper, Texas, in the bi-district round of the Class 3A Division I playoffs between the Orangefield Bobcats and the Diboll Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks have the ball, 3rd down and 6 on their own 34-yard line. They're going to move it right to left. For those of you who are listening in on the live stream on YouTube, the 2 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left for Riley Rambula. Rambula dropping back to pass. He's looking deep for Tyrese McMillan, and it's going to be incomplete. McMillan wanted a flag as it looked like he was slapped there in the face by the defender on the defense, Cole Sanchez. But it's going to be a 4th down. Here comes the punt team for Diboll.
Unfortunately, it's just not a good enough pass in that situation. It's 3rd down and 7 yards, 6.5, 7 yards right there. And McMillan is faster than the guy that's covering him. You got to get it out front. Let him run under the ball. Get it out in front of him. And Riley's just been a little bit off tonight on these deep passes. And that's another example of that right there.
Eli Terrell on the punt this one away. Caleb Morrow is back deep to field this punt, but this is going to take a nice Diboll roll all the way to the 21-yard line. So Eli made up for the shank on the last punt and got a really good one this time. So the Orangefield Bobcats will set up 1st and 10 from their own 21.
Well, this is a critical point right here early in the 4th quarter. Diboll really can't. You haven't shown enough explosiveness tonight to go down by 2 scores. So this would be a really good time for a turnover or a quick 3 and out. Get the ball back and take some time off the clock and drive the football again. But defense has got to come up big right here. This is, Orangefield really got into a groove on that last drive with some different plays, some different formations, and Diboll needs to get a quick 3 and out here to not let them get back into that bag again.
The Bobcats going to line up in the pistol as Mason Manning will get the handoff. He bounced it outside. He's got a 1st down and then some, and he's going to run out of bounds to stop the clock at the 39-yard line for a big gain on the play and a 1st down for Orangefield. Clock stops at 11:35.
Well, that's not the way you want to start it. Just a simple handoff right there, but defensive end gets pushed inside. running back breaks outside, and linebackers can't get to him. He just takes it off to the right side there for a big gain, and Orangefield with good field position and already moving the ball pretty well.
1st and 10 from the 39-yard line after the run from Manning. It's going to be a pistol set once again. Gonzalez going to roll to his left. And he's looking deep for his receiver, and he overthrows him, and it's incomplete as Aaron Robbins was on the defense, nearly had the interception. And it's good coverage nonetheless from Robbins, but it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Very nice coverage by Robbins. Just put himself in perfect position. It was a double move on the far side of the field by the wide receiver. Robbins does a great job, plays it perfectly, and beats the wide receiver to the ball deep downfield. It hits him right in the bread. He dives for it. It gets him right in the bread basket, but he's not able to hold on.
So 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. It's going to be a zone read keep for Carson Gonzalez, but Gonzalez is going to get nowhere as Luis Arambula and Aiden Chavis coming in to make the stop. And it will go down as a loss in the play down to the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for Orangefield.
Nice job defending that play for the Lumberjacks. So here you are, 3rd down and 11 right here, 3rd down, 11 and a half. Potential for Diboll to get off the field right here and get the ball back. And this is going to be, looking back, and depending on what happens, this could be one of the key plays in the ball game.
3rd down 11 for the Bobcats. Carson Gonzalez dropping back to pass, facing pressure, and the pass going to come up incomplete as he couldn't connect with his receiver on the in route, and it's going to bring out the punt unit for Orangefield.
Yeah, he had his man open right there. Receiver ran a nice little route there, about 10 yards, and came straight across the field. Had him open, but pressure from the Lumberjacks got to him, and he was trying to roll left and throw back to his right. Could not get it done, so Diboll does a good job right there and forces a punt.
So it'll be Tyrese McMillan back at the 25-yard line to field this punt, as he's going to let this one bounce, and it will be blown dead at the 33-yard line. So that is where the Lumberjacks will set up 1st and 10 with 10:31 remaining in the game.
I hate to say it, but man, these Orangefield players have got to be. I've never seen players cry so much for penalty flags the way these kids do. But anyways, good job by the Diboll defense right there. Forced a punt by the Orangefield Bobcats. 10 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. Alec, this is really crunch time right here for Diboll. You've got decent field position. Even if you don't go down and score a touchdown, if you can get a decent drive here and punt and back Orangefield up to where they potentially have to punt again and play a little field position, you're winning the quarter. So I'd like to see them go down and get a touchdown, but at least get a couple first downs.
Here we go on 1st and 10 for Riley Arambula. He's going to play action pass, and he's just going to underthrow his intended target, Tyrese McMillan. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. The clock stops at 10:27.
Yeah, Riley he has no rhythm right now. He's flustered, and it's just he's not putting the ball where he needs to. That time it's just woefully underthrown. You'd figure that Diboll's got to find some way to get the ball in McMillan's hands. Like there's got to be a reverse or something, some kind of play, power. I don't know, do something. But get number one in the football because he hasn't touched it all night.
2nd down and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Xander Arambula. Xander stopped immediately as he's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a crucial 3rd down and 8 here for the Lumberjacks, as we have 2 players slow to get up for both Diboll and for Orangefield.
Yeah, it looks like the guy that made the tackle is going to be slow to get up, and Xander himself was also slow. So a bit unfortunate right here as we sit here while this player is down. Looks like they're stretching out his leg, going to be a cramp. So that's good, knowing that it's not going to be anything serious. But a bit interesting, Alec, as we sit here, 10 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Haven't really seen Diboll running any of the new formations, going back to any of the the kind of new play calls that we had seen early in the game that helped jump them out to that early lead. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Of course, Orangefield has been bringing a lot of heat and getting upfield, pushing upfield really hard. And I know that makes it difficult when you're trying to keep people out of your backfield constantly to really run any kind of good offense. So we'll see what Morrison and company come up with here on this third down. It would be really nice to have a big conversion right here.
So here we go after they tended to the injured player. 3rd down and 8 for the Lumberjacks on their own 35-yard line. It's going to be a throwback screen pass to Ty Jones. He's got a convoy and then some, and he's going to be brought down inside Orangefield territory at the 39-yard line for a huge first down on the play to keep this drive alive for the Lumberjacks.
That's just a fabulous play call right there. A little quick slip screen to the running back. Orangefield's been bringing the heat all night long from their outside backers. They're bringing the heat right now. Ty Jones steps up like he's going to block, slips out. Quick little screen pass, big play. Very nice play call for Diboll right there. And very good, huge conversion for a first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Diboll at the Orangefield 39. And it'll be Ty Jones getting his number called once again, as Jones will be brought down at the 37-yard line for a pickup of 2 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Lumberjacks with 9:23 left in this one.
Diboll content to still hammer away, trying to keep running the football. Orangefield's cramming a lot of bodies up in that box right now, but they've been pretty consistent all night about keeping those safeties back deep, trying to keep Diboll from beating them over the top. So we have to figure out some kind of way to run against this front.
2nd down and 8. It's going to be a zone read keep for Riley Arambula, who finds a hole to run through, lowers the shoulder, and he's going to be brought down right at the 30-yard line. Aaron Robbins was hoping that he got the first down, but Riley got stopped a yard shy, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 nonetheless.
It's a very nice run right there by Riley. 7-yard gain, brings up 3rd down and 1 at the 30-yard line. I wouldn't mind seeing that lead play, that quarterback lead play that they ran earlier in the game. If they could do that again, or maybe just a quick handoff to Xander here. He's been really solid all night. But, Orangefield's trying to keep everybody inside. Diboll's got to find a way to get around it.
So on 3rd down and 1, just going to hand it off to Xander. He's got the first down and more. He runs around the left side. He's going to be brought down from behind, down at the 9-yard line. This should be 1st and goal. Lumberjacks after the huge run from Xander Arambula, the workhorse.
Yeah, Diboll just keeps hammering away. That offensive line just keeps hammering away. They won't give up on that running game. And Xander with a huge run right there, hits it inside, breaks the tackle, breaks it outside to the left, and just wiggles his way all the way down to the 9-yard line. So great job right there for the Jacks. Potentially game time score coming up.
We go 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And they're going to call Xander's number once again. Xander's going to be piled up for a pickup of 1 on the play. So it'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Lumberjacks at the 8-yard line after the run from Xander.
I'll be honest, Alec, I know we're not at the goal line yet, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing that power I formation come out that they used so effectively against Teague last week right here. But, there may be a reason why Morrison and company haven't used that all night tonight. But I wouldn't be opposed to it because they seem to run the ball really well in that formation.
It'll be 2nd down and goal for the Lumberjacks. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left for Riley Arambula. And it's going to be another handoff to Xander. Xander is going to get nothing. As they will give him forward progress nonetheless down to the 7-yard line of Orangefield. So we got a crucial 3rd and goal situation here coming up, and here comes Ty Jones to spell Xander.
Well, it's 3rd and goal here, 3rd down from the 7-yard line. I mean, you got to get at least half of this right here. It's 6.5 minutes left in the ball game. You're not going to kick a field goal. We got to get at least half of this on this down. Draw something up here, and let's get some positive yardage.
So on 3rd and goal, they're going to go with the trip set to the right side of the formation. But before we can get anything going, Coach Morrison is going to burn his first timeout here of the second half, as he must have saw something that he did not like. So the clock will stop at 6:15, and we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. You're listening to Diboll Lumberjack Football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Diboll Lumberjack athletics for over 30 years. From the Lumberjack Cups of the 90s and the touchdown footballs of the 2000s, Terrell Insurance has been there for the Jacks. Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Lumberjack fans off the field as well. For all of your insurance needs, visit Terrell Insurance in Diboll.
So it's 3rd and goal for the Lumberjacks at the Orangefield 7-yard line, as Coach Morrison just burned a timeout here with 6:15 remaining in the game. Jacks down by 7, scores 21-14, advantage Orangefield, as Lumberjacks trot back out onto the field. The Orangefield defense awaiting this Lumberjack offense, as they're going to go back to the formation that we saw before the timeout, with the trip set to the right. Receivers are TV Dill, Aaron Robinson, Jackson Taylor. Riley Rambula rolling to his right, getting flushed in the pocket. He's just going to lob this one, and it's in and out of the hands of the receiver, Kiwi Dill. That would have been a touchdown, but it's in and out of the hands, and 4th and goal coming up for the Jacks.
Man, that's disappointing. That was they spent a lot of time trying to get that play call correct, and they got him open right there, and Riley put it in his hands. It was a good defensive play, a hit right after the ball got there by an Orangefield wide receiver, but you expect your big-time players to make big-time plays, and Dills definitely should have had that one. So 4th down here at the 7-yard line. We'll see what Morrison and company work out. 6 minutes exactly left on the clock. Diboll needs to score here in a bad way.
There's 9 seconds left on the play clock. We'll see if they can get this play off in time. It's a 2-receiver set right, one to the left for Riley Rambula. As it's going to be a play action pass. Going to go to the seam for Eli Terrell, and it's incomplete. The Orangefield Bobcats read that perfectly, and making the stop on the coverage for the Bobcats was Kyler Green, making a crucial stop, going one-on-one with Eli Terrell and batting it away.
Nice defensive play there. Just really wasn't open. Too much pressure on Riley. With them, Orangefield having those guys lined up out there at those wide nines, they're just getting into the backfield. No way to get them blocked. But, Terrell was never really open, but Riley had to get rid of that football and gave him a chance, threw it up to him, gave him a chance, and he and the Orangefield defender both went up for it, but Orangefield wins that round and brings up 1st and 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Orangefield, as Mason Manning will get the handoff, bouncing it outside. And he's going to run out of bounds at the 15-yard line as he pulled up just before, and right as he was pulling up to the sideline, coach is telling him to stay in bounds, but it was too little too late. But it's a pickup of 9 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1 after the run from Mason Manning.
Yeah, interesting. At times tonight, even though Orangefield hasn't really tried to go outside, at times tonight we've really seen Diboll just kind of lose contain, and that was one of those plays. But not too big of a gain here. They still have time.
As well as at the 16-yard line, as Manning will get the handoff, and Jamarcus Nieves will stop him, but Mason Manning will plow forward for an additional 2 yards. It's going to be a 1st down for the Bobcats. I'm not sure if you saw it too, Draylon, but I thought I saw some early movement before the snap. Like real quick, though.
It was interesting. It kind of seemed like there was, but, they didn't call it, and they did just enough to get a 1st down right there. Nieves did a really nice job on that play, holding the defender off with one arm and stepping in front and making a good solid tackle right there. Really nice job there by Jamarcus Nieves. But 1st and 10 for Orangefield here, and they're content to let this clock roll.
So wait until the play clock reads 10 seconds, as it's a pistol formation set for Carson Gonzalez. It's going to be a handoff to Manning. Manning patiently putting Aiden Chavis on skates. Manning running it inside down to the 1 yard line, but Tyrese McMillan ripped the ball out of his hands, and it's a fumble recovery for Tyrese McMillan. And the Lumberjacks say they have the ball. No official signal yet.
I have not seen a signal, but that he very clearly stripped that ball from the running back as he was running. The referee has not made a call, but that was clearly stripped before that running back was on the ground. McMillan ran up behind him, pulls the ball away from him, and starts going back the other way with it. There it is. They make the call, Diboll football.
Yeah, Manning was still standing up when ripped it out of his hands, and McMillan tried to take it himself, and then the Orangefield Bobcats realized, wait, the other guys got the ball, and then they came and cleaned him up here at midfield. So a huge turnover in the form of Tyrese McMillan ripping the ball out and taking it himself. He doesn't want to see his season end just yet. So the Orangefield fans unhappy about it, but you could see it clear as day that the ball was ripped out fair and square.
Yeah, the running back made a great move and got upfield, but he very clearly had that ball ripped out of his hands by Tyrese McMillan. And after he went down to the ground and was looking for referee help, none of the referees were around, but luckily for Diboll, they made the correct call.
So 5 minutes left. Here comes Lumberjack offense on 1st and 10. Keefe Dill's going to get it on the reverse, and he's going down the sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds near the 34-yard line. And the clock should stop at 4:51, and it will. And it's going to be a first down for the Lumberjacks.
I like to see Diboll at least try to do something different. They've kind of been stagnant here on offense, running the same plays, and not scoring here over the last 2 quarters. So nice little play call right there to get things started.
1st and 10 coming up for the Lumberjacks. It's going to be handoff to Xander, as Xander's going to plow forward to the 32-yard line for a pickup of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up with 4:20 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, little 3-yard gain right there. That's another one of those body blows Diboll's been trying to hit Orangefield with all night. Clock's ticking away, 4 minutes and 12 seconds left, and Diboll's just got to do what they do. Alec, we can't get too nervous here. Just do what you do and keep hammering away and put this ball in the end zone before time runs out.
So here we go, 2nd down and 7 for the Lumberjacks at the Orangefield 32. It's another handoff to Xander Arambula, and Arambula will be brought down at the 29-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go here for Diboll. 3:43 ticking on the play clock.
Yeah, Xander just pounding away again. Picks up about 3 more yards and brings up a 3rd down and 4 here. Diboll's just going to keep working. What they have to avoid right now, Alec, which is what we always have to avoid as this offense works, but a negative play is what they got to avoid. We got to pick up at least 2 here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 4, 2 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Riley Rambler dropping back to pass, looking in the flat to Keefe Dill, who is going to be brought down in the red zone at the 16-yard line, and he's got himself a 1st down with 3:09 remaining left in this ball game.
Nice play call right there. Nice route by Dill. Nice throw by Riley. First time we've seen an out route all night, actually, and they execute it. He makes a perfect throw and picks up a 1st down here. And Diboll's moving down the field.
So they're going to go ahead and resume the game clock as it takes to less than 3 minutes here at Jasper. Orangefield ahead 21-14. The Jacks knocking on the door with 2 receivers set right, 1 to the left on 1st down. And it's going to be a handoff to Xander Rambula, who breaks 2 tackles, breaks 3, and he's going to spin forward and plow forward down to the 15-yard line. See if it's 2:34 left on the clock. But let's see if the Lumberjacks decide to run one more play before the 2-minute timeout.
Orangefield is just blitzing linebackers in the A-gaps like crazy. Offensive line is actually doing a very, very good job keeping these guys out of the backfield. Those wide 9 techniques, there's just no way to block them with as many bodies as they're bringing. So very nice run there by Xander.
2 receivers set to the right, 1 on the left on 2nd down and 8. as Riley drops back to pass, and he's going to connect with his receiver, Aiden Morris, as Morris will be forced out of bounds. And that's going to take us to, that should take us to the 2-minute timeout as the clock stops at 11 with 1:57 left on the clock. So it looks like both teams headed back to their respective sidelines to talk things over, as it'll be a third down. Looks like it'll be a third down situation for the Lumberjacks when we return. So we'll go ahead and take a quick 2-minute timeout as well. You're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Attention East Texas. When it comes to welding, fabrication, hydroblasting, sandblasting, vacuum truck services, and plant maintenance, there's only one name you need to know: PPR Industrial Services. Located in Lufkin, Texas, PPR delivers top quality services with 24/7 support. With a mission to exceed customer expectations, PPR focuses on safety and excellence in every job. Call them today at 936-676-0982 and let PPR handle your toughest projects. PPR Industrial Services, where quality matters.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to.
So we're looking at 3rd and 9 for the Lumberjacks from the Orangefield 16-yard line after the 2-minute timeout. It's going to be a 2-receiver set to the right for the Lumberjacks and 1 to the left. Riley Rambula in a shotgun with his cousin Xander to his right. Rambula faking the screen pass, and he's going to go that route to Kiwi Dill, and he's got him wide open. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Kiwi Dill in the end zone.
So I didn't even see how he got that wide open, but he's certainly wide open. What I do see is a Orangefield secondary player back here screaming at the referee and pointing at the referee. So, as I said before, they do that a lot. But, man, that was a well-drawn up, well-schemed play. Get your guy wide open, nobody within 10 yards of him. Touchdown, Lumberjacks, extra point pending right here. We need it.
So here we go. This is going to be the biggest extra point of the season for Ivan Gomez, the freshman. Here's a good snap. Oh, my goodness. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked by Orangefield, and our score remains 21-20. As start from the start, it was the snap kind of rolled onto the dirt. Aiden Morris, the holder, tried to set it up in time, but it was too little, too late. And the Orangefield Bobcats burst through the line and blocked the extra point try, and it's no good. Lumberjacks remain down by 1, 21-20.
Well, that's a tough way to end that drive right there, man. You really, Diboll does have 2 timeouts, I believe, left. So it's not like all is lost here, but that's a tough spot to be in. Really needed that extra point right there. 21-20 Orangefield with 1:51 left. Be interesting to see what Diboll does here if they try to just pooch kick it, or if Morrison goes ahead and tries to onside it, because if you onside it and you don't get it, then you're potentially, even if you do get a stop, you potentially leave yourself with, after a punt, you leave yourself an 85, 90-yard drive that's going to be nearly impossible. Looks like they are going to line up for the onside kick right here, Alec, and try to get the ball back right now.
So here we go. The season's on the line here. Ivan Gomez with the onside kick try, and here we go. Orangefield was not ready for it. No, they were, and they're going to pick it up and run this one all the way back. And Orangefield will get a touchdown, as running it back was Hunter Reeves.
So that is extremely unfortunate, because that was a great onside kick, and it actually bounced off of an Orangefield player's chest. A Diboll player was trying to get to it, but when it bounced off the Orangefield player's chest, it bounced the opposite direction and literally right into an Orangefield player's hands. And no one was in front of him whenever he caught it. Orangefield's going to line up for an extra point here. if we're being completely honest, this isn't the worst thing to happen because this is going to leave Diboll with 1:45 left to score. Now, Orangefield probably is going to go for 2 here. If you go for 2, you end this ball. If you get the 2-point conversion, you end this ball game. If Diboll holds Orangefield here, it's a 7-point ball game. If they kick an extra point, it's an 8-point ball game. So technically, they couldn't lose with an 8-point lead. But honestly, like I was saying, this really helps Diboll because you don't have to worry about burning all your timeouts and saving clock. You know, with him running that ball all the way back and scoring that touchdown, if you can hold them out of, don't let them score a 2-point conversion here. Keep them out of the end zone for this 2-point conversion. You have 1:45 left to come down and try to tie the ball game or potentially score and go for 2 yourself and take the lead. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be your ball game right here.
So it was Orangefield that called the timeout. As again, the Lumberjacks went with the onside kick try, and Hunter Reeves was able to field it after it touched another player, and he took it to the house. Their score is 27-20, but here comes the Orangefield offense going for a 2-point try. If they get it, they will extend their lead by 9. If they don't get it, our score will remain 27-20. So here we go, as the Orangefield Bobcats wait for the referee to get this placed, just await the referee signal. So 2-point try. So 2 receivers set right, 2 receivers both sides. Receiver coming in motion for Carson Gonzalez. Gonzalez rolling to his right, being flushed in the pocket, and he's got a man wide open on the left side, and the 2-point try is successful. And that's going to put our new score, Orangefield 29, Diboll 20. After the 2-point try is good.
Well, Orangefield converts that 2-point conversion right there to go up by 9 points, and barring a kickoff return for a touchdown right here or immediately a big play afterwards, that's going to make it a very tall order for the Jacks to continue their season. This has been a heck of a ball game, and they played a well of a ball game tonight. But that kickoff return touchdown just a moment ago and the 2-point conversion may be just too much to overcome. Interesting ball game. When you look at Orangefield and how good they are and how explosive their offense is, it's taken them 2 kickoff return touchdowns tonight to get more than 14 points. So Diboll's played a heck of a ball game, but they need another big play right here if they want to continue their season.
So here we go. It's just going to be a short kick fielded at the 32-yard line. Aiden Morris is going to go ahead and call for the fair catch as we got 1:45 left in this one. It's still got time left. Still got 2 timeouts as well. See what the Lumberjacks can do here on 1st and 10 with 1:45 remaining in this one.
Well, you have some playmakers. You have some explosive guys. Kiwi Dill, McMillan, Aiden Morris. There's some guys that are explosive for Diboll, but you've got to find a way to get the ball to them in space, and you have to find a way to block these wide 9 techniques that Orangefield has been pressuring your quarterback with all night. So if you can protect the quarterback, you've got guys that can make plays, but it's been difficult all night long.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks on their own 33-yard line. Riley Ramberly dropping back to pass. Pump fakes multiple times, and he's looking over the middle for Eli Terrell, who catches the pass, and it's a 1st down at the 49-yard line. And Orangefield wanting a flag just as they've wanted all night long, and they're going to get it. Not sure what the flag is going to be, though.
Yeah, I didn't see what the flag was. Eli Terrell goes up and catches a nice pass right there. Goes up on a wide receiver, or goes up over a defender and makes a nice catch. And then I don't know what he did, if he did something when he got up off the ground, but Orangefield players immediately were calling for a flag, and then they ended up throwing one. So we have a personal foul penalty against Diboll right here.
I don't understand because I didn't even see anything malicious out there. So I guess Orangefield got that one.
No, I didn't see it either, but, you know, it's one of those things that it probably happened pretty quickly. That referee was way, way in the back and may have had a better angle on it than us from the far sideline. But definitely the crowd and the player from Orangefield wanted a flag. So I didn't see it, but they did get the call. Needless to say, good thing is it'll still be a first down for the Jacks.
Yep, so it'll be 1st and 10. Lumberjacks at their own 29-yard line after the penalty called on them. 2 receivers set, right, 1 to the left. Kividill coming in motion, left to right, and that's the direction they were going to go in. And the pass is going to be incomplete. They were going for Jackson Taylor on the curl route, but that said hook and lateral all day long.
Yeah, they were definitely trying to run the hook and lateral to Kividill, but Riley just throws the ball into the ground at Jackson Taylor's feet. And I'm going to be honest with you, if he had caught that ball and got that pitch to Dill might have scored because there were only 2 guys on this side of the field, and I don't think either one of those fellas was catching Kiwi. But it's just another thing. We're just poor execution right there. We got to that throw has to be in the guy's face mask, and it has to happen quickly, and just didn't get it done, unfortunately.
Here we go, 2nd down and 10 for the Lumberjacks with 1:24 left in this ball game. Riley Ramblin' with a shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 on the left. Play action pass, and he's looking deep for Aaron Robbins, and he overthrows him. And it's going to pass will come up incomplete. 3rd down and 10 coming up with 1:18 left on the game clock.
You can tell that, Diboll's tried to get McMillan down the field several times tonight and hasn't been able to get him free. This time they try to get Robbins, and he beats his guy by 3 or 4 steps, but unfortunately, the ball just a little too far, overthrown just a little bit and out of his reach. And 1:18 seconds left here. It's 3rd down. Diboll's got to get something positive here pretty quick. Got to get at least half of this 10 yards on 3rd down, you would think, to have a chance on 4th.
It'll be 3rd down and 10. Lumberjacks from their own 29-yard line. Riley Ramblin' with the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ravula dropping back to pass. He's uncorking it, and the pass is going to come up incomplete as he was going for Kividill, and it was nearly intercepted as Caleb Morrow was on the coverage for Orangefield, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 10 with the season on the line here for the Lumberjacks with 1:13 left in the game.
Yeah, good defense by Orangefield right there. They were in a zone. Dill runs an out route. Riley throws it to him, but throws it high, and Dill has to jump up in the air. And if he'd have threw it down low, he may have been able to catch it, but he probably would have ate a pretty good lick right there trying to make that catch. So 4th down and 10 for the Jacks right here. Season's on the line. Convert this, or it's going to be all over for the Lumberjacks.
The 2 receivers set left, 1 on the right for Riley Rambula, who drops back to pass. He's getting blitzed, and he's going to go down at the 18-yard line. And it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Orangefield has just about sealed this one.
Yeah, it'll be nothing but some kneel downs now to end the ball game. Not sure what happened there, but they turned one of the 9 techniques loose, and Riley never had a chance. Couldn't get the ball away. Was sacked for about a loss of 6 yards, and unfortunately, this season is going to come to an end for the Lumberjacks here in Jasper, Texas tonight. And they put on a heck of a show. This was a heck of a ball game, but just a little bit, made a couple too many mistakes and a little bit overmatched for this good Orangefield Bobcats team.
For sure, Draylon. In this new season with the playoffs, you can't make any mistakes, and ultimately the mistakes are what caught up to the Lumberjacks, and that's that should be our final score as Carson Gonzalez gets set for the first kneel down, and he'll go ahead and kneel it down with 1:01 left in the game clock. Gonzalez should kneel it down one more time for good measure, and that should take us to the end of the game as Orangefield awaits a date with the Franklin Lions, who await them in the area round of the playoffs. So the Lumberjacks will see their season end with a 4-7 overall record, and they'll see their 7 straight bi-district playoff game winning streak come to an end tonight with this loss to the Orangefield Bobcats, and that kneel down will seal the deal. So your final score this evening from Bulldog Field in the bi-district round of the playoffs, it's the Orangefield Bobcats victorious over the Diboll Lumberjacks in the by-district round, the Class 3A Division I football playoffs. Again, final score 29-20, Orangefield over Diboll. We'll be right back to recap this one. You're listening to Diboll Lumberjack football on YouTube through C4 Media.
Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Diboll Lumberjack athletics for over 30 years. From the Lumberjack Cups of the 90s and the touchdown footballs of the 2000s, Terrell Insurance has been there for the Jacks. Terrell Insurance has been a proud supporter of Lumberjack fans off the field as well. For all of your insurance needs, visit Terrell Insurance in Diboll.
Made in America. A simple idea that means everything at Mueller Metal Roofs and Buildings. It means local branches, dealing with friends and neighbors you trust. It means innovation, leading the way with better solutions. It means caring about our products and even more about the people who use them. It means pride in a job well done. Mueller, made in America, made to last.
Attention East Texas. When it comes to welding, fabrication, hydroblasting, sandblasting, vacuum truck services, and plant maintenance, there's only one name you need to know: PPR Industrial Services. Located in Lufkin, Texas, PPR delivers top quality services with 24/7 support. With a mission to exceed customer expectations, PPR focuses on safety and excellence in every job. Call them today at 936-676-0982 and let PPR handle your toughest projects. PPR Industrial Services, where quality matters.
C4 Media Productions proudly supports the Diboll Lumberjacks. Based at 205 North Temple, we are your one-stop shop for all of your video and social media needs. Whether you need a captivating TV commercial or a full social media marketing strategy to help drive sales, we've got you covered. Call us at 936-304-0707 or visit c4mediapros.com. C4 Media Productions. Reliable service, amazing results.
An absolutely well-fought by-district game here tonight in Jasper as the Diboll Lumberjacks fall 29-20 to the Orangefield Bobcats in the by-district round of the Class 3A Division I playoffs. The Orangefield Bobcats improved to 9-2 on the season, and they will meet up with the Franklin Lions in the area round of the playoffs next week. Diboll Lumberjacks see their season end with a 4-7 overall record, and they also see their seven-game by-district streak come to an end tonight with tonight's loss to Orangefield. So we take a look at how we got here as Diboll opened up first with a 19-yard touchdown pass from Riley Rambula to Aaron Robbins to go up 7-0 in the first quarter. The second quarter, the Lumberjacks extend their lead 14-0 as Riley Rambula took it himself on a 20-yard touchdown run to go up 14-0. And then Case and Click got the momentum going for Orangefield with the 85-yard house call to the on a kick return and to put the Orangefield Bobcats on the board 14-7 in the second quarter. And then with 4:31 left in the second quarter, Mason Manning took it himself in a 2-yard touchdown run to tie it up 14-14. And that was our score at the half. Then in the third quarter, after both teams eating up clock, Caleb Morrow took it himself in a 9-yard touchdown run. Orangefield extends their lead 21-14. And then it was a wild fourth quarter as the Lumberjacks marched down the field and didn't get it in the end zone. And then Mason Manning runs the ball, and then Tyrese McMillan forces the fumble and recovers his own recovers it. And then the Lumberjacks ensuing it on the ensuing drive has Riley Rambula connecting with Keevy Dill on a touchdown pass. The extra point try was blocked. Our score was at 21-20. And then with the Lumberjacks doing nothing else but an onside kick, it bounced off of a return man, and then the Hunter Reeves found the ball, and he took it 45 yards to the house, no one in front of him. And then the Orangefield Bobcats with a 2-point try to go up 29-20 Lumberjacks couldn't convert on the next drive to keep the season going. So that's where we end with our final score, 29-20. Draylon, I'm at a loss for words with the season coming to an end tonight, but I'll tell you what, tonight it could have really gone either way, and both teams really showed. And it's one of those things where you don't want either team to lose, but someone's got to go home, and both teams were both deserving of victory tonight, and ultimately it was the mistakes that cost the Lumberjacks in the end, and you can't make mistakes in this season with the playoffs, and that's ultimately what came back to bite the Lumberjacks, and Orangefield moving ahead and capitalizing on those mistakes. But regardless, well-fought game from both teams, and just an overall tremendous effort on both sides tonight.
Yeah, I think when Diboll looks back at this ball game, they're going to look back and they're going to say that they had some missed opportunities that really could have turned the tide of the, in the fourth quarter. Even in the first half, we got all the way down inside the 5. We missed a field goal there, hooked the field goal to the left side. Then later in the game, we get down inside the 10-yard line, turn the ball over on downs, can't score. Then get the big Tyrese McMillan does a great job running down their running back at midfield and strips the football from him. And then they drive down, Diboll drives down and scores a touchdown. And you get down there, and all you need is an extra point to tie the ball game. And you just fail at snapping the ball back to the holder. The ball rolls back there instead of snaps back there. And, can't get the extra point up and can't tie the ball game. So that puts you kind of into scuffling mode. And then the onside kick, the kicker executes a really nice kick. And just bad luck, it bounces off a guy's chest. And when it bounces off of his chest, it pops right into the arms of an Orangefield player, and he runs it for a touchdown. So missed opportunities combined with some bad luck. I think Diboll's going to look back and say this is one they definitely could have won. But Orangefield played a really good game tonight. Diboll played a really good game tonight. I was super proud of the defense and the offense and the effort they gave. I thought Morrison and company came out with a really good game plan, really good attack strategy for Orangefield. Defensively especially, this is a team that's got a lot of weapons on offense, and Diboll just really shut them down defensively all night. Defense only gave up 2 touchdowns. The 2 kick returns kind of got us and bit us in the end. But defense played just a well of a ball game. Offense, they were really good for 3 out of the 4 quarters. But there were a couple times when we really needed that we couldn't push it across the goal line, across the finish line. So unfortunate end to the season, but really proud of the effort the Lumberjacks gave tonight. They really showed well against this tough Orangefield team in a game that they were not favored. We weren't favored in this game. I don't think anybody really expected Diboll to come out here and beat Orangefield, but they absolutely had a chance to do it right up until the end of the ball game. So really fun one to watch. It's been a really fun season, a tough season with a lot of close matchups against some really good teams, and unfortunate way to end it, but already looking forward to next fall and seeing what the Lumberjacks can put on the field.
Absolutely, Draylon. Just want to, before I list my player of the game and share my final thoughts, just want to thank everyone who listened in to the broadcast tonight. We peaked at 79 listeners tonight, and that's pretty awesome. We appreciate all of you for listening in near and far, and we'll also thank you to Jim Morrison, Nurse Garza, and Miss Amber Peshek, who are all commented and engaged with us on the chat. Nurse Garza, we appreciate you for listening in, and thanks you for saying that we're the best. And Amber Peshek, thank you for listening in tonight as well, all season long. So without further ado, to name my final thoughts, we're looking forward to the 2026 season. Lumberjacks bring back a real good core of returners and lettermen for next season. So a lot to build off of this year. We had a lot of youth and had to grow up real quick, and the future is only going to look brighter with these younger guys getting a lot of experience, and we're having a lot of 3-year starters come back next season. So I'm going to list my player of the game tonight. This is going to go to Riley Arambula. He was responsible for 2 touchdown passes and also a touchdown run as well, which is really similar to what he did last night. So is real similar to what he did, not last night, but last week against Teague. And then along with that, I want to go ahead and list off all of the seniors who have made excellent contributions to this team. We appreciate you guys, and some of you guys I had the pleasure of teaching you and interacting with you in the halls when I taught at Diboll last year. I'm going to miss you guys, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in y'all's future endeavors. So I'm going to go ahead and list off the seniors for this year, and you guys are all part of my player of the game as well. So DeCarlos Sanchez, Aiden Chavis, Joseph Parrish, Franco Rodriguez, Cooper Smith, Barrett Price, Jackson Taylor, Luis Arambula, Eli Terrell, Alex DeJesus, Jamarcus Nieves, and Kay Jordan, and Angel Concha. All of you guys have a place in my heart. We appreciate all that you've done for the Diboll Lumberjack football program, and we can't wait to see what you guys do in y'all's future endeavors. We're going to miss you guys, and I hope to see you guys down the road someday.
Very well said, Alec. Great group of seniors, hard-working group of seniors. They've won a lot of football games in their time as Diboll Lumberjacks, and it's been a lot of fun watching these guys. I always hate it when it ends for any of these kids, whether they're in a red and white uniform or an orange and white uniform. You know, it doesn't matter. Anytime you see these guys down here struggling to just kind of take it in and realize what they're losing, you know, they won't realize. They don't even realize it now. As much as it hurts tonight, they don't realize what it is they've really lost. It'll be a few years down the road before they really it really sets in on them. So I always hate to see it, but at the same time, those guys have contributed very well to this program, and there's a lot of wins and a lot of big games and big situations under their belt. So thanks 100% to all the seniors and all their families who have sacrificed over the years to put Diboll in a position to represent this town in the playoffs year after year after year. And for my player of the game, I will go. He's not a senior. His name is Xander Arambula. I really think that he kind of carried the team tonight on his back and had some really big runs and was just an absolute workhorse. And I know maybe he didn't get into the box score in the end zone the way he would have liked, but between those goal lines, between each of those end zones, he was the main character in red and white all night long. And glad to see him come back next year. And I'm expecting a big senior year out of him. But it was a really fun one tonight, Alec. I enjoyed it. Really fun watching Diboll play. I hate it comes to an end this soon. But I know next year we'll be right here and we'll be headed back to the playoffs again.
15 minutes.
Absolutely, Draylen. So again, your final score tonight, 29-20. Orangefield Bobcats victorious over the Diboll Lumberjacks. And also, too, just want to take a moment to thank our boss who couldn't make it tonight, Jared Christmas. Jared, without you and your efforts, none of these broadcasts would have been possible. So we thank you, Jared, for keeping us in line and keeping me and Draylen on our toes when we needed to be when you couldn't make it to these games. So we appreciate you, boss, for these last 3 seasons, for what we've been able to do. It's been a lot of fun getting to call the games with you, Draylen, and myself each Friday night. And also a big thank you to all of our sponsors who also help make these broadcasts possible tonight. Terrell Insurance Agency, Mueller Inc., Cotton Co. for being our first ever uniform suppliers with our polos and shirts for our broadcast. We thank you guys for sponsoring us with the uniforms, PPR Industrial, C4 Media, and the Diboll Jackbackers. Without all these sponsors, these broadcasts all season long would not have been possible. So we look forward to seeing you guys in the basketball playoffs and possibly baseball and softball and any other sports that may be going into the postseason from here on out. So for Jared Christmas and Draylen Fussell, this is Alec Reyes saying so long, everyone. Good night. God bless. And this has been a fun ride. We'll see you down the line. Go Jacks.